back at it. I know we're a little late today. And it's been a bit of a holiday weekend if you're a fellow Canadian. Happy Victoria Day. I don't know if that's a thing in the U.S. I don't think it is. So, kind of in holiday mode. But we got Optic Scrims, the return of Formal's POV. We got Renegade's POV today. Envy versus OMIT, C9 versus GenG. Multiple scrims happening with the focus on Optic today. Should be fun. Why does it say just sub to Crunchyroll to earn drops? What the hell? We're live. Vinny, you're first in both chats, man. Hell yeah. Let's go. Discord post live, tweet live. What'd I miss? Several games, I think, right? Ready for Optic to take that W. I think they're already in process of doing exactly that. We'll swap over. This is Formal's POV. We got no webcams today, but it's good to have them back. Bro, my subs have disappeared. We're going to set a new goal. As the seconds tick by, we're losing everything from Arlington weekend, right? Rascal, welcome. Mythic, welcome. J-Rag, how we doing? What's good, my mixy guy, he says. I'm chilling, man. We get hit with the sad music. Optic are at least 4 games into this scrim. They've been playing this for a little bit. They just dominated, I think, Solitude, King of the Hill. It might be game 4 right now. Start when your class starts? Sorry, Samantha. Catch any of the 4-chip tournament? It was fun stuff. I didn't because I was so busy watching scrims. By the time that the scrims ended, it was at the tail end of the tournament. I know that Envy 3-0'd TSM both times, which is pretty notable. I saw the interview with Descent, and that was cool. Nice double on the formal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Optic been cooking so far, I believe. They're up against Z10 today. Z10 is a team that we have not witnessed play scrims before. I'm not sure if they boot camped in advance of Arlington. This is a European team. They placed in top 12 at Arlington. They're a step behind the Nemesis, I would say, but could still be a threat, depending on what kind of practice they've been putting in between Arlington and now, and how they're looking in boot camp as well. Right now they're in the U.S. This is map 4. Okay, thank you. Is it 3-0 currently, Finn? Starting today at 3-0, OG versus Z10. He's going to be my guest. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, Samantha. Much love. Hope you have a great class. Let's go. Goal for today, no elbow. Nah, you know what? I'm going to embrace being me. How about that? You seem to enjoy it. Y'all ain't complaining. You be lurking, still studying? Feel free, Rascal. Thank you for hanging out, man. How you doing, Meta Chief? Having an excellent day, man. I catch you. You both asked the same thing. That's funny. Lizard, let's go, bro. We're back at it on a Monday. We're just here yesterday. We've got Renegade's POV today as well, so it's good to see Optic back to streaming. I don't know if it's that they've gotten settled, you know, Formal on the move and whatnot, or if they just, you know, strategically wanted to take some time off stream to hit some scrims. Good to see him back. Good afternoon, Caleb. How we doing? Dom, welcome. Tower. Elbow? I'm gonna say elbow. Elbow. I'm gonna say it the way I always say it. How do these teams scrim? Isn't this one EU? Yeah, this team is a European team. They're in North America right now. Frost. They're boot camping in North America in an Airbnb. I think Clutch Academy has been putting up the Airbnb for them. We might actually have a Z10 POV that we can peek into as well. Before Arlington, Nemesis did the same thing. They boot camped in advance of the tournament to get some prep against the North American teams that they normally can't scrim, right? So Z10 has been doing rounds with everybody. They played SR, I believe, or they will be playing SR if they haven't already. They played Optic. Several of the teams, they were scrimming yesterday. This is the first time Optic has played them. Now, will all this last-minute practice benefit them for Dallas? I mean, it's better than not practicing, but considering they placed top 12 at Arlington, my expectations for them getting any higher with how competitive things are kind of low at the moment. Clutch is streaming. That's what I thought. So we're going to have, I think, a Tchik POV. We'll go check all the POVs after this. We're going to stick here for now.
One's hitting your turbine. One's hitting your turbine.
Come more stairs fast.
Yeah, I have C, almost.
The two man. There's two man. One more.
We're going to morning shift so you can lurk. Let's go, post-Socratic. It's good to hear, man. Welcome.
You don't have to push, they were sparring with that.
One pair on the chart.
1B.
Bottom tower B.
Watch it on me.
Optic with the BC hold here currently. I guess the sort of storyline coming into this game is that Optic have been looking a little bit better at Stronghold's recharge. They defeated SR on this map for, I think, the first time in Scrims just a few days ago. They had a confident match here versus Complexity just yesterday, where they beat them pretty definitively. They still are losing in Bomb and struggling with Bomb, especially Fortress. But recharge Strongholds maybe is turning for the better, maybe changing for the better, right? So we're going to see if they can continue to do that. Of course, they got 169 and counting. They're looking pretty confident here. Camel coming up in bottom mid, and they got C-plat coverage for it. We're starting out with some Prime Gaming subs as well, both of you. Let's go, It's Q and Limbless with the Prime Gaming subs. Love to see it, man. Welcome to both. Damn good, Halo. I'm going to raise the alert up. I'm going to set a 17 hundo goal. I don't know if we can hit it or if we're going to be at way lower subs by the time we get there. But we're losing subs fast because it's been 30 days since Arlington now, right? So all the subs that we got at Arlington, we're losing them all together. We got to make up for it now. Which I sincerely appreciate any sub love, guys. Whether it's Prime subs, doesn't matter what version it comes in. I appreciate y'all. I want to do the best I can to maintain the momentum we've got here. New goal is 17 hundo.
One fight also.
Triangle. Yeah.
YouTube is a blessing. Good to hear. They're waiting for me to hop on. Twitch Prime doesn't link up, so I can't get the free ads. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure if there's somebody can help you or something, but get some DreamHack subs. That's the, you know, we'll see. Definitely gonna bring my A game, and whatever you guys can do to support me means a lot, right? So no expectations. But we're gonna have a good weekend. That's all I'm expecting. A damn good weekend of Halo. Formal frying like crazy this scrim. Yeah, somebody yesterday was saying that Formal was like looking washed, or he's like underperforming in comparison to his team. There was a Reddit thread saying that Formal is apparently like, Lotus! My God! Asking you shall receive. Lotus, you go with the 5 gifted. Slay, a Mason, Smoothie, the 3 and Bean, and Unit Treble. Let's go. Welcome. Lotus, thank you, goat. Love to see you, man. Yeah, saying Formal was washed or something like that, right, Ryan? There was a Reddit thread showcasing Formal being #1 ranked. I'm not sure what stats they used from LAN to assess it or whatever, but he came out as first place somehow. Above Renegade in some sort of tally of like kills and deaths and other stats, basically. So, I don't know. I think he's having a positive impact. We're seeing in that game as they dominate. What was that, like 250 to 60 or something like that? Lotus, get that 17 hundo by the end of DreamHack? Oh, no. Way before that, bro. I believe.
That was my bad. I shouldn't have
so at Arlington, we hit 2,500, almost 2,600, right? I don't know if we can set the sights higher than that. But yeah, Arlington was insane. Definitely want to build any momentum we can. Thank you, Lotus. Formal said, scrim against SR, he wasn't his usual self and did more OBJ work that scrim. Fair enough. I mean, I think your ability to, adapt to the situation, and like he's got such excellent teammates that he can rely on that it kind of works in his favor to pivot in his role if he feels like maybe he's not, firing on all cylinders every single day that they scrim, right? You're going to see a lot of fluctuation in stats and stuff in these scrims too. Thank you, Lotus. Eternal, what's up? Said earlier on stream he was playing shitty in scrims the last couple days because he was in the middle of a move. Yeah, and Blondie had been saying that they weren't sleeping well either. They were like sleeping on the floor or something like that. So either way, they made it work. Formal's damage undeniable. That's one thing he definitely keeps up. Assists and damage values tend to be high out of Formal. The SR scrim, he had the highest assist in the lobby. So in that regard, he's involved.
He was also with the BR.
We're looking at, I believe, Renegade's
There's one
POV.
shot.
One hit this one.
Yeah, as he collects a snipe off the opening strat here.
One.
I'm gonna
Good
move the
test
bomb.
for
I'm gonna
Optic.
move it.
Again, every time they
it's
play
fine.
this map,
Bomb best
can
for
they
second.
find a little bit
Where's
more?
Power?
Can they
No,
gain a
no,
little bit
no,
more
no.
What's the back foot?
He's less power.
in comparison to last time?
What's the best
Overlord! Thank you for the
Here's
gifted
the spell,
brother to
here's the spell.
Shinobi.
That's right,
Shinobi,
that's
welcome,
right.
man. Overlord, you go. Thank you so much, man.
That fuck something weak.
Let's go.
Invasive,
They're
invasive,
all here,
alive,
they're all here.
invasive,
Nice one shot.
Teammates are playing a 3v4. That was his quote.
More or what?
That's freaking crazy, bro.
Jesus.
That-
That's what it.
Nice. Phoenix knife.
I'm launching.
Yeah, yeah, I have the S1.
They got a plant coming out in the first minute. Love to see it. Optic
Well,
winning
back
their
to flag,
fights.
back to flag.
Renegade with a sniper, opening
Back
up
to
the
flag,
elbow to allow
Next,
that
next one.
elbow.
Next one.
Elbow.
Because we're there.
There it is. I'm gonna hear it every time now, bro.
Nice one,
Every time I say that word.
This one.
Party, welcome. Alex
Hope.
Hope, you're calling me my full name, bro? Alexander Crescente. Hope to you, Hardy.
Sniper,
Welcome, brother.
Two snipe.
I got
Something
basement
Seffy.
for me.
One shot basement, check.
See you all scrimming GenG as well, by the way. So C9 just scrimmed GenG, like right now. So are you saying that GenG's doing back-to-back scrims? I think GenG might be doing back-to-back scrims.
It's two dead, one guy on flag.
One to the spiral, check. To the basement.
This next one.
Nice win.
Two guys on me, yellow left, guys. Two guys left side. All three are left side of the map right now.
Something that I saw watching SR's POV is Cycle and his ability to live in this elbow is crazy. Like he's one of the most important players on this map. And the way that he lives in the elbow right here. Elbow. I'm gonna just say it a lot now. You guys are gonna start saying it the way I say it. But Cycle's ability to survive here is what opens up opportunities for SR very often. His whole team dying though, forcing Renegade to come back to center and try to deny the OS.
Bad time. You cannot.
Interestingly, I guess from Renegade's POV, despite him being there, the rest of Z10 pushed out the map and overwhelmed Optic, leaving him isolated. He got nothing done. Bombs coming in.
Wait.
Renegade not sure what to do with himself. They get a plant without him in play, right? 4v3 back-to-back, and Renegade somehow at no point committed to his decision to come back and support that.
Sorry.
We trapped our mighties, one's a spiral, so.
We still two shot.
Elbow.
More ring two.
Ring two, sicker.
Based on how Formal rotated with Snipe, they're learning.
I'm gonna get archers on me. Ring two and Porsche.
We're talking. This is Renegade's POV, by the way. That dilating, unless you were watching Formal during that moment.
Let's ring two guys.
Ring one. He's exiting.
Ring two right here, sicker weak.
Watch
Big Porsche.
Watch the porch. Watch ring two. Watch the wall.
This next one, one shot.
Occupying both snipers, of course, a valuable key to success here.
What was their snipe?
They know Jimbo's on top of it. Renegade gonna collect his in the meantmeantime.
No one tower.
Now coming out with Jimbo. That might have been the sniper right there.
The porch. Wait, our bond. Ring one. The thing's playing for you. Yeah.
Hit him once.
Good listen.
Something like their elbow, I think.
Renegade locking down Sika here. Legend left isolated in armory though because of it. Legend playing slow. He loses the one. No, he gets sniped somehow. Shot by Tchik. Make it 3 dead in a second here. Legend trading Jimbo. As he's still got positioning on their side of the map, he'll die to Sika though.
Careful, don't sit too much no base.
That's one one shot.
Dad buff for Matt Piper incoming. Why are we saying that? Has there been hints that that's actually happening?
Arbo check and one top tower. Arbo check and one top tower sniping.
Ready?
Is Formal becoming a dad?
Yeah, he's still.
No, you're good. You're good.
I see the bound.
Yeah, off their opening strat, Renegade plays for the sniper just about every time. That's usually his sort of role. That's a big opening. Bomb rotating off this. OS collected. Renegade, you'd want to see use the OS in an aggressive way, though, so you can get space in their base. Rotate bomb with this, too. Finds the body on Jimbo. Easy to get to rotate, though. Yeah, spawns in the elbow, but somebody could be hiding out back base. One guy alive. Should be a guaranteed arm.
These weak, they're archers. Archers, too. Nice cap. Archers was weak.
That's good, kind of sus. How you doing, man? Welcome.
This one on me.
Hayes kept bringing up who was going to be the next one in Optic to have a baby, and think someone said Formal. So it's like a joke.
I don't know.
Optic needs as much practice here as possible. I agree.
One shot snipes head.
It's their weakest map.
He's gonna push tower. He's gonna push tower.
Gonzo, welcome, bro. No hints, but definitely my theory.
Running our bomb. There's two our side. Just snipe their flag, man.
I'm sure. But he's so focused on what he's doing right now. He might have to. That might be the moment that he chooses to retire.
It's a good find. It's a good find. It's a good find. It's a good find.
One from either side.
And again, you got people like Royal 2 as a kid. Or sorry, not Royal 2, sorry. Ryan Noob. Royal 2. Ryan Noob as a kid.
Yeah, that's a guy.
But there's a difference between being top 8 and being the best in the world.
Okay, ring 2.
Best one, watch out.
Ring 2, wanna go? Somewhere.
Ring 2. Our low spiral.
That makes sense to me, Walrus. Yeah, it's like that happens at the same time that he decides he's going to stop competing because he's not going to be able to give his all to both areas. I mean.
Watch. Yeah, let them overset.
Renegade cooking Jimbo in the 1v1. It's good to see this POV. It's been a while since we've seen Renegade's POV. And as excellent as he is as a player, I feel like he truly activates when the pressure's on in LAN, right? So looking forward to that. Does an Ego have a kid? I don't know. I think he's married. I don't know if he has a kid.
Ring 3, one shot Jimbo. Ring 3, one shot Jimbo. 2 shot on ring 3, Jimbo. Just sitting on ring 3. You still there, one shot there.
Dude, what the fuck?
I don't think there are many pros that do just yet. And I think, you know, primarily because of the responsibility and this focus on their career that they have, right? Well, they can.
On basement, I think.
Ryan Noob definitely has a kid. Yeah, he has a kid and he has a job, apparently, outside of competing. And he's on GenG in playing in a top 8 team. So, because he was trash talking that. Like, he was saying that when he was beating, he took games off SSG and he was like saying he's got a job and a kid and he's, I don't know, he's using it as trash talk. It was pretty funny.
Their S1 and their spiral is hiding. The spiral is sniper. Bunny.
World-class parents at the same time as being world-class at their craft. Exactly, Yumna. I think that's definitely a common trend a little bit, right? Because you have some, like a superstar father or whatever, like it is celebrity status, but not a great actual father, unfortunately, because the life takes priority, maybe. The old Dirty with the Prime Gaming sub. Love to see it, Dirty. Let's go, man. Welcome to the way. S tier trash talk. Yeah, I'm out here with a kid and a job, and we're still whooping your ass, you know?
Our flag again. Our ring 2 also, ring 3.
Up until the Optic scrim, SR hadn't lost a scrim. That's true, dog. Yeah. Optic gonna lose a plant to Z10. They had a good start to this game. They'll lose 2, though, right? My bad. They could actually still lose this game at the rate that it's headed. Yeah, SR had not lost any scrims until they lost to Optic just the other day.
Check. One's a ring 3. Check still on mirror spiral.
OV15, guys. OV15.
Still here, on the block.
Two basement on me.
It's interesting that the moments that Renegade is finding spacing in their side of the map, he's somehow not able to use this effectively. Yeah, like turning this into a flank now that he's recognized they're pushing forward. I think that was 3 dead. Should be OS control for Renegade. Yeah, he will get shot in the back here.
I'm going to spell.
Go right, push me. No man.
Ooh, the team shots for 2. Good opening. Spawns in the elbow. Play up in tower. Keep it open. Oh, half his team dies as he rotates. Good repulse.
You shot the spiral, Sika. Going no man's. In there, BR, John. In there, BR. Low tower, guys. Our low tower.
Low tower behind you. Just shoot.
Bainey, your Halo existence? Yeah, I mean, it is definitely the least popular map in the scene.
Check.
You're good, Rubik's.
I hit him like twice on the porch.
Appreciate your support.
Ring 2 in their low left. Us too. Ring 2 in their left. Us too. He's ring 2 our wall.
Do you think Optic views scrims against these teams is worth it? I think all practice can be good practice, depending on what it is you're trying to work on with the team. Bear Nuts, thank you for the follow. Like this right here, the fact that this is 2-2, this is good practice for them. You know, it's unfortunate from a seeding perspective, they shouldn't be losing this to this team. But it also goes to show just how weak they are in this map. They can't find the coordination to get plants out and to stay on top of this game in the way that SR can. So from certain maps and game types that they're very confident, it might not be the best form of competition, but I think they still gain something from it. What is it that they do really efficiently, and how can they maximize those things that they do well against all teams that they play, right? So I think that's something to think about is like, yeah, they have an advantage, they're going to win, but how can they win in like dominant fashion and perfectly play their advantages as a team?
One's gonna have a sign for their like low right now. Be careful. Watch out for low right.
Bear Nuts, what's up, bro?
No.
Came over from YouTube. Love the content on both platforms. Keep it up. I'll keep at it. Thank you, Bear Nuts. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Feel free to watch it any side of the POV or whatever. It doesn't matter where you tune in. Esports would be different in terms of having most sports being operated outside of home, but gaming being in the house. Yeah. Still scrim. You can play games and still care for the child, no problems. Yeah, there is sure more of a balancing act that you have as a gamer because you're at home all the time. That would allow you to also be a father for sure. I got you, Aiden. Yeah, it was GenG C9 just a second ago, so that means that GenG is doing back-to-back scrims just after playing C9. Good looks on them. We're going to focus, obviously, more on Optic Z10, and I think at the rate this is heading, it should be over in a couple hours, and that might give us some timing to watch other matches of other scrims as well. SR's weakest map is Livefire Oddball. It's the only map that Optic seems to like definitively beat them on just about every time. So maybe. I don't know if I would say it's their weakest map as much as I would say it's Optic's strongest map. Optic rarely loses Livefire Oddball. So they always start their scrims pretty strong because of it.
I got low tower on me, low tower.
Two are spiral, John. One's one shot.
30-0 on ranked ranked Livefire King, right? Yeah, we watched it at the end of the stream yesterday. It was sick. I kind of reacted to it, talked a little bit about what he was doing, but it was a sick watch. I might upload it.
Let's go to Bonnet.
Envy versus OMIT. That's correct. Thank you, Tenny. Yeah, if you look at the description for my YouTube video, I've added other matchups. So I will be keeping tabs on others, but I just figured that this would be like our marquee, so I just made the title that for now. But I'm aware of the other matchups. I'll grab the POVs. Not physically tired. Yeah, I mean. Once again, it depends on your balance and your lifestyle. Like, you can get physically tired from sitting all day. You know, if you're not, like, taking care of yourself. You get sore, like a sore back or, like, sore, you know, if you have bad posture, sore hands, physically tired in that regard. You still have to walk around. You gotta, you gotta have a balance to your life and everything you do. Just going to OT at this rate. We got 15 seconds. Doubling up with Legend on the elbow. Legend finding sick. Renegade with a push for the plant. They might have this. They got a bait and switch. Make sure they don't lose any numbers in the progress towards the plant here. OS has snipe and Ovi, I believe. They're all spawned now. They got to slay him again. They kind of got staggered here. Good work on his Z10 to stay up as long as they have. Limiting Optic's opportunity to get a plant.
Two one shots. Another one.
I don't know, something that SR seemed to have in spades is we just got here warded. This is the closest game, by the way. Welcome to the chat, man. SR has an awareness of they're excellent at pressing their advantage when they're in the base. And they're excellently, like, they're aware of the spawns and how they split. D, thank you for the follow. And they're super on top of the spawns in the base. Like, they know if they're occupying all corners, what areas of the map open up, whether it's in the basement or in the lower section of the corner. And they're so quick to capitalize on those little things. So they win their fights fast, right? Like, Optic took a long time. They were in a 2-dead stagger, and Optic had them stuck, only 2 alive in the back of their base. And they couldn't quickly, efficiently push them out and make that 4 dead, you know? I feel like SR is more efficient at just finding the 4 dead together. Optic have trouble winning the tug-of-war, and then by the time that they do, they don't have enough people alive to actually get a plant, and I feel like that hurts them.
Nice kill, bro.
Yeah, it was 30-1 at the tail end. He died, yeah. 117 viewers, let's go. And rising. Love to see you guys. Welcome. SR insane on this map.
Yeah, he's on me. He's
Trying to get getting caught out, trying to overextend here. Good pickup, make it 2, 3 dead. Last guy alive, bottom tower. Formal gonna ego it. Finds it. Good cleanup. Ball collected. Renegade could open up the spiral spawn here. Looks like he's playing slow on purpose, knowing the spiral spawn is open, right? Good positioning for this fight. Isolating Jimbo. He will die here. He got nothing, though. Maybe playing... worried about the nade behind him.
I don't know if you hit through, bro. It was sicko.
If you're on YouTube, you're hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, please like on YouTube. Chat, we are about 25 subscribers away from 64,000. If you're watching on YouTube, that's a hell of a milestone that we could achieve today, even. If you just press that button, I would sincerely appreciate it. 40 seconds. We're looking at tie territory here. 2 dead. Advantage state Optic. Bomb reset, though. They've lost their numbers now. Only 2 alive for Optic.
Another guy tower above you.
Found chasing it out, but Mighty's clutching that up with a snipe beatdown. Good angle at a Renegade. He's alone now, though.
Yeah, on flag pushing on to your left.
Yeah, he's going to have to back out soon.
No.
Isolation on Tchik. Manages to stay alive in the staircase. That is huge. Optic now joining the fight. Mighty's with the kill on bound. 3v3. Power awareness here.
He's far right, something. He's above.
This is going to be tie. They're not saving this.
He's one tower.
Optic still not improving here. No problemo. That's kind of been the story. This is their weakest map, and yeah, as things continue, like it's just not. It doesn't seem to be.
I just shouldn't have died. I mean, I couldn't really do anything actually. Killed 2, but the 3rd guy killed me and grabbed my snipe, and then killed somebody. Sniped John once.
We also had them trap at the end, like really bad, and we're just like pushing them.
64,000 subs on YouTube. Yeah, like free subscribers. You know what I mean? Like followers.
Show face.
Yeah, I probably should have probably should stayed a little longer.
No, I honestly, I fucking like thought we can like push off that, and I put the ball in a really bad spot, and like, it kind of resetted.
I should have just stayed elbow. I had like elbow control with the ball, and then yeah, I think somebody died. And then I like tried to trade one. I mean, I'm positive we did stop them when they had like OS and most snipes. That was big.
Didn't lose.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a balanced conversation at a Formal and Optic, which is nice, at least coming out of that, right? Like, trying to point out areas where they might have faltered in the push, but also like Formal trying to take note of the things that they did well, right? That was something important that he brought up with the VOD review, talking about like Lucid and SSG circumstances. Is like too much of it felt nitpicky back when they used to VOD review with Optic, with the old Optic.
Thank you.
But having a balance of like good positive feedback and pointing out the things that they're doing well, while also acknowledging the mistakes that they're making, you know, might be a good way to progress here.
Red.
Still a trouble map for these guys.
Purple pushing. Behind you, John. Behind you.
Thanks to help you. What? What the fuck?
Bro.
BC, how we doing, man? Welcome. Afternoon, Gary.
Yeah.
Hello.
Try
Been watching the streams almost daily, but never realized I wasn't sub. Well, I'm glad I reminded you. There you go, Tilly. Welcome, man. So, something to keep in mind is I got hacked back in December, and I lost about 1,000 subscribers back then. So, some people might have unsubbed because they saw that my channel was Ripple, and then didn't realize that they were still unsub when they found me again. If that makes sense.
I'm pushing rail back out.
I'm pushing B with you, Matt. Okay.
Yes, exactly, Caffeine. Just focusing on all the little nitpicks of things that went wrong isn't going to put them in a good mental state for the next game they got to play. Streets Oddball generally very confident for Optic, so I give him a heavy favor here. But yeah, you want to have a balance in the feedback, and that applies to everything in life. Bizarre could be cool, yeah. It could be cool, J-Red. Tashi was asked about Bizarre, and he had mentioned that too many things needed to change on that map for the community, the competitive community, to want to play it. They have a pro competitive insights team that tests the maps out, and I guess his feedback that he's received and belief is that Bizarre would need too many fundamental changes that they can't do in a timely fashion to make it worthwhile, or something like that, is the impression that I got. You missed a ninja? Renegade got ninja? I totally missed it, bro.
I'm dead.
This is what happens when I multitask. I'm getting overwhelmed by 2 here.
Two guys are making behind you guys.
Go to the VOD of this map more? For sure. I think watching SR, like you guys, I can show you. I showed Warded and Noctis the other day. You guys should watch how Shopify play the map. It's kind of sick.
John, can you...
They win their opening strat so confidently. If Optic can mirror that somehow...
PD, weak. Watch out, PD.
There's 2 Sabir, I think. Another one's Sabir, just come to me.
Watching the jump up, John.
Problem, JJ.
Hey, he jumped up.
He tips to grow a beard like mine. I'm just a hairy guy, bro. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of like weathered recently. I haven't been sleeping very well. I've just been kind of busy and enjoying my weekend, honestly, like for good reason. But just today, being kind of low on sleep, I feel like I look kind of weathered. So that's the thing I need to do after this is just catch up on my sleep, and I'm gonna get a haircut hopefully Wednesday. Michael with the YouTube follow. Let's go, brother. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, Nasty.
I'll get PD somewhere.
They make us all look like gold.
Nice.
No one agent.
Come with a perfect star on Mighty. He's gonna give him time to get the ball into C here.
What's your team?
Said that in the Tide. No, it was either that. I think it was the LVT conversation with Tools. Trek. Tools asked him about Bizarre and other maps, and he had talked about how they were testing. The Competitive Insights team is testing, I believe, Forge maps with the intention of finding an ASIM map, like an oddball strongholds type map. And that was where he brought up that like Bizarre. There was a lot of work that needed to be done with that map for Assault. I think they brought up the idea of Assault.
I have your cross. You're good.
Yeah, you're okay.
I have your cross.
One's B.
Me?
Yeah, I hear you, Raphael.
Nothing. I have a cross. Spikes free. Concha.
Yeah, for sure, Gary. You guys can't see too much or would even care, you know? That's just me being just in my own vanity. Souls and Ruin, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
All good.
Workout will feel better. That's the issue, too, is I didn't sleep much. I didn't work out today, so that would definitely help. I might even do like an evening workout, but I was thinking maybe I go to bed early and like reset myself and then just get back to my routine. Workout in the morning like I usually do.
Two purple.
Seriously one-sided round. We're looking at #1 seed versus a top 12 team right now. So on paper, Optic should be dominant. The one sort of cool thing about this matchup is we've never witnessed it before. So, you know, that's kind of nice to keep in mind. We have, I believe, a Clutch Academy Tchik POV because they're in an Airbnb right now. This Z10 is a European team, right? They moved over to US for now in an Airbnb playing this match. I think we have a Tchik POV or just one player on the team that we can watch. And missed your shots. Instant befriend a man called Han.
I can probably kill this guy.
Nice. Again. You're working.
Gonna fix that Forge map that glitched out? You mean midship? I think their intention is still to fix the performance on midship so that I can go back into the rank rotation, but I don't know if that will happen or any idea of when it'll happen if it does. If you play on Xbox, Forge maps don't run nearly as smooth. That's correct. So that's a big dynamic in the conversation on what they can add to competitive and not, right? So like midship, that was the reason they took it out. Origin still has issues, sadly, and they went ahead and they committed and added Origin to the rotation, so they're kind of like locked with that right now. But that map's not ideal on Xbox. Whatever they add, let's say it's like Guillotine or whatever, which is one map that I've heard that they're testing. I hope that plays well in Xbox. You want to have a lot of flat surfaces with you don't want like the more curved and complex the surfaces are, the more polygons required, the more your what is it graphics processor is used, and the slowdown, that's where that comes from. Yeah, like midship bomb might be okay, but the performance is bad for Xbox. Better, yeah, who knows? Should be bomb control for Z10 right here with that stagger for Optic. Bomb collected, Tchik with it. Ball. Mighty's getting starred by Bound somehow, untraded. I'm going to collect the repulse, make his way up B here slow as his team pushes aggressive on the left-hand side. Good angle on cycle. Should be an easy cleanup for Legend. Make it 2 dead. Tchik finds a star to trade it for a 3v1 advantage here. Mighty's finds a kill from Cafe. Formal going to collect this. Well, they got ball time here. They should be spawning PD. Yep, spawning in caution. Gifts them the setup in this space in the map, and it lets you know they're not pushing. Bound spawn C, letting you know they're in their space. Yeah. If Bound flips the spawn, they are pushing you aggressively. They're so aggressive that the spawn system doesn't think it's safe to spawn somebody PD. You want to be looking for that while you're holding ball, while you're waiting for the setups, right? Good pinch at a formal find Sika. That ball rotate, not quite going to make it through to C. Legend dies with it. Check out mid-map, but he's compromised, and formal guarantee the trade is a good play. Optic get a ball set up here. Only one alive.
I can see your trash, man. He's not trash. He went down right. He went down driver.
Imagine midship working better in 06 than 2026. Crazy, bro. That's our reality.
Look
like I eat bowl balls for breakfast. Do I look like, what's his name?
Front seat.
Liver King? Is that what you're saying? I look like the Liver King?
Okay, wait. One shot, agent, one's mid-map.
Dude just eats animal testicles raw and takes steroids. There's a Netflix, like a 1 hour Netflix docu movie or whatever on the Liver King now. It's like, shit's like number 3 or whatever on my Netflix recommend.
Top A again.
Like top in top 10, you know? Anyway.
Let's go back here.
How can you start to learn how spawns work? The easiest way to see it in real time is to play Academy. This is GG's. Hold on. Formal just locking down 2 angles. Doesn't care if he dies. That'll guarantee the win. Very confident oddball for Optic. I don't expect him to lose any oddballs here. Between the 3 maps.
Batman, thank you for the T1 for
Fortress was their one big weakness, and now that that's sort of out of the picture, they could win every other game this scrim. We'll see. If you play Academy, the training mode, and you go onto any map and you turn on reveal enemy location, you can see where people spawn through the walls. The spawn system in training is the same as any other game type. Here, wait, let me look this up for you. The spawn timer is 5 seconds instead of 10 seconds, though. That's important to keep in mind. So the spawns are happening twice as fast, but the location that the players are spawning and why they're spawning there is exactly the same. So you can kind of like, in real time, see the spawns and use that to your advantage. I have a spawn guide, spawn system guide. Yeah, how to master the spawn system in Halo Infinite. This is a 21-minute guide where I talk about how the spawns work. It's pretty comprehensive. There's like obviously more that could be said, but I think this is the best thing I can offer you is like, instead of me just like saying shit off the top of my head, I'd recommend you watch that video. No problem, Brian. Type to eat raw liver and bull testicles to have energy for Champ Sunday. Nah, bro, the energy is, you know, it just comes out of pure passion. I love this shit. Would I eat? I wouldn't eat raw anything for the record. Bull testicles raw? That sounds disgusting. But if it was cooked and it was on a menu, hey, honestly, if it's on a menu, fair game. If it's raw and it's on a menu and somebody else is enjoying it at the restaurant, then like, you know, maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know. I feel like that's my cutoff.
Oh my God, Shannon, welcome back for 23. Keep it. Start it.
Raw fish and raw bull testicles are 2 very different things, J-Rag. I'll eat some raw salmon. But I'm going to eat a raw animal's reproductive organs? I don't know, bro. Not that simple. Yeah, there's a tug of war between team spawning, the squad spawning, and between enemy influence over spawns. And understanding how that works, like, if your team spawns on you, that's an indication from the game that the enemy isn't pushing you immediately. You might have timing to play out your lane. You can use that to know what lane the enemy's coming from. If they spawn on your left side, then that means the enemy could be coming from your right side, right? The spawn system kind of tells you that. If your team spawns on the opposite side of the map from where you are, that means that you're being pushed out, or you and your team are being pushed out. It's not safe to spawn on top of you, right? They could be on your left, your right, you know. And ideally, you want to keep your presence low and try to focus on isolating a trade in that situation, right? Coming out with a trade if you're getting overwhelmed. And then if you're the one who's spawning on the other side of the map, you want to play fast. You want to get back into that fight, right? If you see your team on the other side of the map when you spawn, that means that they're in an active gunfight. You want to get in there and contribute to that before it ends, ideally. So you can take advantage of your split spawns.
Let's take the server.
Pyramid on me.
Our server.
Do I allow this? What is this profanity in my chat, bro? All right, we got to change the topic now that I've just allowed that. Steak tartare is awesome if you haven't tried it yet. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to eating at restaurants. If it's on the menu, I'm pretty open to it, you know? I went to Korea. I had the live octopus. That was my intention, right? That was the closest I got to something like really kind of messed up to eat. Is they showed me the full live octopus, and that's the thing they do in Korea. It's like a a test of like your virility as a man, like a warrior will eat this. They'll wrap it in their chopsticks and then eat it raw, eat it whole, like as it's alive. And I saw it in person and it freaked me out, bro. It was like way bigger than I thought it would be. So I said, nah, I'm not doing this. Like I could die. This thing's like gonna fight for its life in my mouth. So they cut it into pieces and it was like squirming. Yeah, and then I ate the tentacles just recently killed. So it was still, the suction cups are like active and it was like sticking to the inside of my mouth. It's kind of nasty. But once you get used to it, it's just raw squid or raw octopus, basically, right? Wish they added rank modes in Academy so you could practice. I wish that too, Souls. Yeah, more flexibility would be nice.
My bad.
But what you could do is you could play ranked modes in custom games without being able to see the bots through the walls, but still looking at your team as a source of info to understand where they're coming from, right? So play, put bots on the map, play rank settings, look at your team, get kills, notice the timer, like the kill feed, right? 5 seconds after the kill feed disappears, those players spawn, assuming you're playing an OBJ game type. And then use that to predict where the spawn's going to happen, and then in real time, eventually you'll see them walk out of that spawn. So that can confirm it to you. Kind of help you. Don't eat raw chicken. No. Raw octopus. Hey, welcome, Jamie. We got a counter cap at a Z10 here, currently 1-1. CTF Origin. We got to check out a Z10 POV at some point here. We're still informal. Title Disruption. Let's go, bro. My God. You're going to get it, man. Pick the right broadcast. Welcome back. This is the way. I'll just see it. Looking for a team, D6. Turning on June 14th. Anybody in chat? Any takers?
On track elbow.
One red right now.
More flag to
Got thrust back pocket.
melee 1-1.
Yeah, trying to guarantee a trade there is a solid idea. Getting the beat down is great damage for an easy pickup. Bound gonna find it. Bound looking for 2. Legend trades it with the rotate. They got to be quick to collect that flag. If they want to get progress, they won't. That's looking like a dead flag. Renegade has sniper. I want to see what he's doing with it. Renegade finding 1. Renegade looking for 2.
Two shot their window, mighty. Just standing in their window.
1.
Shoot that, guys. Think back. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, that's true.
This is a good POV to have for this map, considering his priority over sniper. Too smart to be eaten. So what I've heard is that they can get stuck like in your teeth or something, and they could be like in your mouth and in your throat, caught in your throat with the tentacles, kind of. You know what I mean? Like you could choke and die.
No idea.
Spawn cave, bro.
What a crazy way to go.
One shot about.
Here's sniper here. Here's sniper.
One third miss. Do you want to once you're like close up?
Rocket pot.
I think they're silver.
Fuck yeah.
There needs to be a recall. I get what you're saying, Sebastian. Yeah.
One red.
For safety reasons, you shouldn't be eating it, but also it should hopefully be safe enough where if you did accidentally have some, you're okay.
Watch out on red.
Guys, arcade, watch out.
Fried squid, calamari is amazing.
Nice kill.
No, Arbo, I think.
Lunchbox in the comms is typically how it is, yeah.
He's on your beach, Jimbo.
The window.
I think they are. Yeah, Hardy, I agree.
Top rocks. He's riding top rocks.
Let's go. Let's go. Mighties?
Sure.
He's found already.
Relevant weak.
One shot.
Should be a cleanup from top rockets if they can pick up off that comm, right? Renegade getting that guy weak at silver.
No.
He's backing down to oven somewhere.
Window again.
Renegade trying to find advanced timing on him for first shot.
Two shot window, Sika. He's sitting on the window.
Chick in the cave.
The bear not weak.
Coming back from Mighties. That was the kill he was looking for. Chick now weak in cave and he's trapped. They're both there. Yeah, they're going to try to extend past to sniper. Chick dead. Only one player and then the split in the back of the base. You got to be quick. Jimbo naded him out somehow. Jimbo finding 2. Jimbo pushing up sniper, making a huge play to slow this down. Optic didn't make it past the silver with the snipe. They fumbled. Sorry, they fumbled the flag. Somehow.
I agree.
Optic failed what should have been a flag there, to be honest. I'm not sure how they fumbled his silver. And great play out of Jimbo to shut that down. That should have been there.
Red trench.
One shot.
One shot. Check. One shot red maze on you, Ben.
1,000 ways to die. Asian dad trying to show dominance on his daughter's boyfriend. The live squid got him. No freaking way. That's a crazy way to go.
Snipe pocket.
No, thank you.
I'm not so well.
No, I'm done. Jimbo's one shot the rocket shoot. The snipe shoot one shot Jimbo.
The best one, mine is weak.
Red cave weak.
Hey, top rocks,
Best one weak. One shot silver.
Red cave weak.
Who's that box now?
I think he went our elbow.
Okay.
Top box, back to you, John. Back to you.
So we Kevin.
Jersey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Oh my god.
Welcome.
Nice.
Little buckets.
One shot snipe.
Two buckets.
Similar to sashimi? What, like raw? Octopus?
One snipe, be careful.
We're talking about like chicken. Hell no.
Nice.
We'll go out of my way to get it again. It's fine.
There BR, something getting. Don't super somewhere.
His elbow.
Do not risk eating raw chicken, guys. It's not worth it.
Elbow done.
Nice. Elbow check down.
Alright, cave.
That's all you meant. Okay.
Cave.
It's nowhere near tasty enough to justify it.
He's too chasing me, like...
What's up, guys?
This guy's a spinner.
On the flag.
Good coverage here for Renegade. Renegade going high with this instead. Interesting.
Rest over.
I like that though. That guarantees that if he does die or take damage, like he doesn't get caught anywhere in the bottom of the map. Like in that situation, not a bad idea. They had killed multiple. Nobody was on the elbow to cross him.
The rocket tree, Sika. Top rocket, Sika.
Less of a chance that he gets stuck on the way. Oh, finding two.
But I mean, he's low, John, low.
Yeah, no thanks.
I think he's weak.
Alright, it's fine.
Horse is a delicacy in a lot of Central
Watch your elbow
Asia.
chest.
I feel like horse meat would be tough. No,
Window.
they're so muscular.
One guys.
More the couch. Hit him once, twice.
Play with the man who told me Halo 4 was the best Halo game. Also said Halo 2 was overrated. Wow.
Window.
And then you stop playing with him forever?
One shot on me.
Okay, wait.
One shot mace.
Dude, elbow.
Buckets, fuck. Come on, mace. Silver.
Bear nuts with the sub. Hold on.
That is just good
Damn good Halo. My God, love to see it. Bear nuts. Thank you, brother. That's a crazy name, bro. Bear nuts 69. Thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to the world. There's a video that was on Twitter, or it's just one of those viral videos where they show the number of animals that the human population eats every year. And like in order of most eaten, so like obviously chicken's like way up there. It's number one.
And they're able to.
But they show all the other animals, like a whole list, like 50 or something like that. Top 50, let's say. And it's like shows a tally of it rising, right? Yeah, there's a surprising amount of like horses and like dogs and cats and shit or whatever. I don't know. Kind of crazy. No human on the list. No. I've seen it. I saw it in like a Twitter video or whatever. It's like when they show animals like racing humans, like how fast the fastest human is compared to the fastest animal, and they show like speed comparison. It's like an animated thing of them running, you know. Good counter cap opportunity. Z10 getting that second flag in, bringing this back to a tie, but Optic with no wasted space. So get that flag out. That might be guaranteed. Renegade gonna wall it off. Beautiful damage, finding two, almost getting the kill mid. And that'll be enough for Optic to net an easy capture. Maybe a little bit close for comfort out of Optic. I mean, Z10, no slouch for sure, but they had to get it off that final counter cap to make sure that they, came up with the win. Clutch Academy's POV has Z10 versus Optic. This is Tchik's POV, so that's what I was looking for. We're going to add that to the docket here. Druk's POV for Scrims versus FaZe. TSM versus FaZe today. All right, we're busy today. Hold on. Spartan's POV for Scrims versus GenG. Envy right now, Piggy's POV. Okay, Envy playing with OMIT, right? Envy versus OMIT. Lots of POVs. Rice POV for Scrims versus Ether. And then Uzi twins are playing Scrim. Valiant, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Do we want Tchik's POV for this? I'm kind of curious. They got comms. Tchik POV versus Optic with comms. Only 720p though.
Camo 5, Camo 5.
Precision POV would be nice, but I kind of want this to be our priority matchup.
Camo's gonna be up.
Z10 is playing from North America in an Airbnb. Shout out to Clutch Academy, who's hosting, I think, the Airbnb for them for their boot camp or something like that. You can see, obviously, that's where the stream is coming from Clutch Academy. So somewhere in the U.S., and I think Clutch Academy is part of the reason why they're there right now. All right, these comms are a little bit weird. Tchik's comms are coming out clear, but everything else sounds in the background. The audio is kind of scuffed, I'm not going to lie. The audio is bad.
He's open, Camo close, Camo close.
Jersey sometimes, but I managed to make it work. If things get really chaotic, I can't obviously read everything, but it's never been a problem for me having 2 chats. If I added more, though, it might be. I'm not sure.
Nice kill.
Chat, is this audio kind of too scuffed? Are we okay? Maybe we watch one game, you know? Optic with a trip cap here. Lights and lights. Someone asked Raphael how his physics class is going.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Love to see you, lights. Welcome back, brother. We out here at 1605, I think. We got to get 95 subs. We want to get back to 17 hundo, bro. We lost our 2,000 mark. Getting back into streaming, but I've never done YouTube streaming, so I didn't know how that was. Oh, like unless you've got really active chats, I wouldn't worry about it, Jersey. I would just, you know, try them both.
Nice.
If your chats are moving really quickly, it might be difficult, but
what are we doing?
I think it'll be okay.
Shot screens on me. One shot small on me.
Legends, so some of his old teammates, it's a mix of players, right? So Legend used to play with Tchik and Sika. But he also played with SLG. SLG is on the Nemesis team, right? Which I would consider Europe's A team, personally. His team is excellent, but they're kind of the B team for Europe. They place top 12 at Arlington, right? Nemesis plays top 6. Though they could surprise us, and they're coming off of a boot camp here too. But yeah, you got Tchik, you got Jimbo from previously, Navi, ITB. Like he's been, you know, kind of in that top echelon.
And Kim will be weak.
Sika from Legends team, and then who are we missing here? Mighty's was a young gun.
That is just good Halo
Jay
right
Bohoa.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God. Lurking for the last few months. It's okay, Jay. I've been doing excellent, man. I hope you're well, too. Nice to see you. I know I've been absent with the Patreon grind. I've been so busy with the streaming. It's kind of taken all my focus, but I hope you've been doing well, Jay. Yeah, Mighty's a young talent from Europe. He's been bouncing around the top teams as well, but hasn't quite found himself in the spotlight in the way that somebody like Woodham has, you know?
Your name?
Jimbo is, I think, like 29 now. He's an older player now. He momentarily retired, right? And then changed his mind when a spot opened up. But he was going to coach, I think. He was going to coach, and then briefly some roster mania happened, and he came back to decide to compete.
Stay out, Jim.
New job, you me. Saturdays off. Let's get Patreon game night in sometimes. Sounds good, Jay. I'm down, man. I'd love to do that. Somebody just subbed, which I have to thank. Somebody just joined the $25 Patreon tier, so I have to get something going.
This was Wiki Snipe.
Wish you were 29? Nah, bro. I don't know. It's like, yeah, would it be nice if I was
top
5 years younger? Sure. Rachel, no way. Hold on. 12 months.
Just good Halo right there. That
1
is
year.
Just damn good Halo.
My God. 1 year anniversary. Let's go, Rachel. Welcome back. How you doing? Are you grinding?
Yeah,
Are you playing? I know you've had your PC shenanigans. Maybe finally getting back to it.
They're gonna eat.
Got to go back to the winning POV. No dope here. Yeah, the audio is killing it for me, man. The audio is killing it. I'm sorry. It's the fact that I can't hear any of the gameplay. And all I hear is Tchik peeking in and out. We're going back to Formal's POV. 164 and counting up to 22 as they dominate the map.
2 shot a pot. I just got a fucking shot.
Let's go. Time to celebrate with some games soon. I'm down. Getting the PC set up now. Perfect. Maybe tomorrow. If you're open to it, maybe tomorrow.
Hey, pot weak. Money's guys. One's screens on me too.
Optic started slowing. Live fire is a rarity.
On the pistol.
Live fire strongholds is their weakest game type on this map. But in general, live fire is their best map. I would say, just about.
Come to max.
King of the Hill live fire, they're strong. Oddball live fire, they're just about unbeatable.
Hide into.
Slayer live fire is a solid Slayer.
Camo screens.
Solid two strongholds is their weakest.
Move your name.
Small camo. I'm right.
That's for Drake.
Nice, Cyber. That was Tchik. They're getting dominated.
One just mid.
Formal with max damage on Mighty's here.
Sicko.
One's last me, guys. Nice, I think.
Formal leading Optic and Slays right now. Wow.
One train also.
He's having a lights out scrim.
One
Chad was saying that Formal was not playing well versus SR. Like, Formal said it himself. That he's like, I'm surprised we played so well. It was a 4v3 or something. So maybe Formal is like making up for his, what he feels is like a lackluster set of performances and scrims last couple days. And now he's the top Slayer.
One sniper now,
He's on it.
Testing things tomorrow. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Rachel, take your time. I'm ready when you are.
Fuck, elbow mighty going C.
Good luck with the PC.
Let's go. Let's go.
Blamed him, bro. Renegade gonna find a bit. Renegade with 2. This might be a Renegade POV moment, I'm not gonna lie. Renegade splitting spawns, you cooking them with a sniper. I want to see it happen.
I'm lagging.
Repulse.
Absolutely not. Come on in.
Gonna trade A for C.
Mighty's in A head and pies on the dom.
I'm good.
Watch your back.
Yeah, hold CB. Jungle top tower or something. Once they pop out,
Big dog gonna push me.
much bigger. Yeah, bigger. Nothing big.
Wait, the libido gets better with age, Mo?
No one's
Push.
Per guy?
He's high cuts.
Back in.
Yeah, like, well, on one hand, it would be nice. I'm very happy and content with the progress that I made and where I'm at, you know? So it's just focusing on that. There's so much I'm still capable of, so much I've got to be grateful for.
If I'm not big.
I've been doing incredible. Hey, thank you, Rachel. I hope you've been well, too. Super excited for coming back.
Bottom mid, I'm just lagging, dude. Bottom mid.
Bro, I'm lagging, man.
One sec, bottom mid.
That's good to hear, Mo. I don't know. My 20s was definitely a lot more wild than my 30s has been, or how much I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely more in the mindset of like calming down a little bit and real, intentional, meaningful relationships. Not that I don't have. Anyway. I'm gonna shut up now.
The answer, guys.
Is SSG done? Is there a chance for them to win? There's always a chance.
Yeah,
It's not high though.
One shot.
What can we do to convince Tashi? Nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing and supporting me. And Tashi should get the message. If I deserve to be there, I'll be up there. And if I don't, that's perfectly okay. Even better, because we get to do this. They're gonna shut this out here, and then we can talk about that actually in a second. Gonna get livid up with QT. Sicko pushing him out back B, likely. Yep. Can he finesse it? No, doesn't even QT. Sicko gonna drop him. Making sure you're playing up back B before you chow the hill directly is an excellent decision, right? Sicko isolating his angles to find Renegade, giving him an opportunity to collect the hill afterwards. Renegade and Formal likely to play out back B in unison if they can find the timing. Formal making a chow out. Renegade got to find a way to work off him. Formal with the nade kill. Trades it with Tchik. Great damage. Doesn't clean up Jimbo. Here's his opportunity. He was looking for to push out back B, isolate his fights, clear this before he clears the hill. Finds Tchik. Appreciate the follow. Sicko. Nice isolation, right? Patient headshot. Waits. He's got time to clean that up. Pruo with the gifted. Hold on. In the YouTube chat. This might seal it out right here.
We need 15.
8 shots. Finds a face for 1. Alex, welcome. Pruo, thank you, go. Let's go. Big plays, man.
Two guys right. One's really weak on OS.
Oh my god, he's cooking him. Spree for Renegade.
Are you liking him?
Bit of a clinic at the end there. Brandon with the YouTube follow. Thank you, brother.
And people are
Trivia, welcome in.
And I'm lagging.
Yeah.
Watch my stream because you're banned from Clutch's stream? Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe ask him about it. Nah, but as far as like casting and whatnot, like you guys saw this recently. They put up the caster graphic and like Tony isn't there. Walshy isn't there. Goofy wasn't there, right? Like there's so limited opportunities to commentate. There's a core group of, very talented casters who've been doing it way longer than I have. YSL Tangy, thank you for the follow. who are going to get those opportunities. And there are other people who are very deserving who also are like kind of, you know what I mean? Like Tony should be up there. I know everybody's getting upset about it. He's with LVT at the very least. But I'm saying when I see that, that's more confirmation to me that we're in the right place. Because even if I was killing it in the game and they wanted to work with me, there just wouldn't be an opening. Like there's a limited budget. There's limited spots for the commentators. Like what I'm doing here is uniquely valuable and I love doing this. So I just feel like all this, the indications that I've been seeing is like, I'm in the right place. Let's just keep doing this. If it ever makes sense for me to be a commentator, it'll reveal itself to me eventually, you know? Because even the people, the GOATs like Walshy and Tony and people who deserve to be there are having difficulties getting their spots right now with the limited opportunities, you know? It's like, why fight in that area when I can just operate this blue ocean and do what I love to do?
Just good Halo right there.
We got Neo with the gifted.
Halo, my God.
Renegade will go down as the best Halo Infinite player, no doubts. He's definitely in the conversation, Neo. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Yeah, Precision POV, they just finished their game. Druk's in the middle of one. Slayer right here. Formal is lagging. Let me get a quick play on that. Okay. Well, I have an incredible family, and my mom is awesome. I don't know, man. I have a supportive family that kind of pointed me in the right direction and helped me process what I went through in a healthier way than I could have, if that makes sense. Because I definitely could have gone the wrong direction, but I have a family that I'm grateful for and a really awesome mom. That's cheesy as fuck, but that's true. But yeah, it's helped me so much, man. Like the things that I've learned as a result of this, I'm kind of better off because of it. Zero.
Right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
oh my God.
And if I can help you guys because of that, you know, then even better, right? So it's even more reason for me to be in this position. Zero, welcome back, man. Thank you for the sub. 3 months and a 2-month streak. Formal got off. Formal having internet issues. That's unfortunate. We still have Renegade POV at the very least, so we'll hyper focus on Renegade. I'm not disappointed there. Surprising. This is Druk's POV versus FaZe. Unexpected scrim. TSM versus FaZe. Already playing some Slayers out here. Stream. Oh, it's back up. Okay. We'll refresh it a second. Renegade with the lowest kills in the scrim. Interesting. Can we do 4-month subs? Maybe on YouTube, Prua, I'm not sure, but on Twitch you can sub in advance. So sometimes people do that. They choose how many months in advance they'd like to sub for, and then just I think they put the down payment there, and it'll like 6 months in advance, whatever they want, you know. Okay, Hardy. Top 3 players in Infinite. Yours is Formal, Stellar, and Renegade. I'd put Renegade there definitely. I don't know. Like any player in the top 2 teams is deserving of being in that conversation, right? So you could put Formal in the conversation and make a good argument. You could put Bound and Legend. They're on a 4P right now. They're a great argument for top 3. Frosty, Royal 2, Cycle, and Last Shot. Cycle and Last Shot don't have the accolades yet, but they have the individual skill to make the argument. But I probably wouldn't be fair to say that they're the top just yet because they don't have wins.
I mean,
As soon as they get them, then they're in the conversation, you know?
I just scanned, bro. Half a week and 1 sub.
Ever decided to change subscription tiers? Yeah, there's a way to do that. And I got to figure out if I can give you guys better badges with the new badges coming up. Overlord Engine, thank you for the comment. Welcome for the follow. To be called the best in the game, you got to consistently back it up. Renegade and Arlington, I feel solidified it once and for all. No, like you just said it yourself. You said you have to consistently back it up. It's Renegade has to continue to showcase it. You know what I mean? Like nobody's ever the top player all the time. Renegade could be right now. I think that's fair. But at Dallas, it might be a different story. He's always in the conversation, though. Because he's a legendary player.
Focus one, guys. Maybe.
Bottom bang first guy. Rainbow. I'm going back to
Careful, don't think when you're gonna push those.
Tots?
Yeah, I'm saying here. I'm just on
yeah, him and I think his family, right?
There's 3 here.
Were super impactful for the Halo community. Part of the reason why the LAN network existed, I think, right?
Let's get back to Tchik.
83 likes with 480 viewers. Drop those likes. Let them know, Mark. We're watching Formal. It's been a while.
Stack me, careful.
You get time?
Just hold.
They're going pipe to.
Yeah, Lucid individually still has the skill on his own to be in the conversation, but there's more players occupying that spotlight now that makes it tougher to, you know what I mean? James Hag. James, I don't have a notie for the stickers, but thank you so much for the $5 super chat, man. That means a lot. If you do it again, just type anything and then it'll come up in the alert. That's on me. But James, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you, brother. Hydrate, I got you. I'm actually out of water.
Bottom beer. 2-1, Mandy. He's going pipes.
On you again, man. Weak.
Nice. One's pipes. One's.
This cup of coffee?
Tap in and bridge. I'll be weak.
Bottom beer.
Went out for breakfast this morning and stopped at Starbucks with the girl after. I don't usually go to Starbucks.
Okay, probably.
But I figured, being as tired as I was,
Yo, trippy with the batteries.
Made sense.
Or weak stacks, Jimbo. One shot stacks, Jimbo. One shot, orange or red.
Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man. Jake, holy shit! Wait a second. That'll pop up. Jake with the $49.99 super chat. My God. Brother, thank you so much for the super chat. That's insanity. Definitely give that some love, chat. Holy shit, Jake. Big plays, brother. Oh my God. $50. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, man. W in the chat for Jake. So I keep up with CDL? Not really. I'm open to it, but I heard that CDL is like exclusive to the YouTube. I can't multi-stream CDL. I kind of don't like that.
Glass also.
Jake from State Farm? No way. In the chat? Thank you, brother. Optic looking for a 3-0, by the way, as they lock down the A anchor. This is a comfortable setup. Exactly what you like to see out of these boys. They will push out pipes and form aware of the angle. Yep. As 3 dead, not only do they have the hill, they're securing setup with the spawn advantage. Bounce pushing out tower right here so they can flip the map, killing them off the C-plat. Yep. Jamie with 5. We getting a hype train with super chats on the YouTube. Jamie, thank you, man. Let's go. Got to jump in. Hell yeah. Thank you, man.
I'm getting melted.
I keep with CS, not really. No. If between KOTH and CS, there's a higher likelihood that I tried KOTH, because KOTH is like sort of closely related to Halo in the scene. You know, same sort of players and orgs are involved. Counter-Strike is sick, but I just don't have any background in it. Didn't know how this stuff works, but now that I know, I'll make it a pattern. Jake, you don't have to, but that means a lot to me, brother. Thank you so much. DreamHack is coming up. That's when we'll be getting hype this weekend, right? Thank you, man.
We haven't trucked right.
Pushing back to you guys.
No, my girl. I don't know how to say it. I should just say I don't have to say anything. I can just say I got breakfast, Mark. The lady. The lady. I don't even know, bro. Perfect timing for the pinch. Easy cleanups off Optic's damage. 3 minutes left in this game, and they're not even burning the timer. It's so dominant. They're speed running this game, right? Optic speed running this match. On to the next. Normally, when you get a hefty lead like this, you start to burn the timer. When you respect the opposition, you're like, okay, you know, let's make it hard for them to bring the game back. But Optic know they're dominating so hard, they're just going to go for the hill cap. 0 time collected for Z10, by the way. This is an ugly game for Z10. Optic absolutely dominating. Shutout, 4-0. Z10 has been going through their rounds with other NA teams, so they have scrimmed other teams recently. I can give you a quick update, actually. I think it's at least 7-0, by the way. Here, let's look at Halo Data Hive and see what that says, because they have been scrimming other NA teams. You never know how good teams are going to be from day to day, because things do fluctuate, right? So FaZe TSM is 5-1 FaZe. This is comeback for FaZe, right? TSM beat FaZe last time they scrimmed, so good looks out of FaZe so far in that scrim. 8-0 Optic. Is that correct? This shit's flying by. I'll switch it to 8 for now. Optic with a 13-3 complexity. Was it 13-3? So OMIT and Zero Tenacity played like yesterday. And 0-7-2 to OMIT. So they played a short scrim, but they beat OMIT. 8-0 Optic says, yeah, I see you. They got 12 ones by Shopify, though. The top two, once again, very dominant in their scrim scores. But beating OMIT, which is like laking. Let's go, bro. Laking Bullfrog with the 2 months, brother. Welcome back. Love to see it. We out here, man. 1608. OMIT is what? I want to say like top 16 to top 12, top 12 to top 8, within that range. Like, a kind of unknown because they just recently formed. Z10 going to beat them in that, though. And then Shopify absolutely dominating. They played Envy. They got 10-2'd by Envy, right? So you get more of a sense of where they stand. I would still put Zero Tenacity in top 12. Oh, Money the Dawn. 3 months. Prime Gaming. Love to see you, man. Welcome back. Let's go. What is this song, bro? We're waiting on the next game here for Optic. Optic Formal Fat. This is the way. Thank you for the follow, man. Precision POV chat was asking for. We can watch a little bit of Precision for a second while we wait for the Optic game here. They are losing oddball right now. This is Envy versus OMIT, I think. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, Collects team. What's my DreamHack predictions right now for top 8? Do we get a YouTube subscription goal for Dallas? So for YouTube, like free follow subs or whatever, right? Like on YouTube, I'm trying to hit 64K before the tournament. So if you guys aren't subbed yet, that would mean a lot. We're like 25 away. We're really close to 64,000. For an overall like Twitch subscription goal, like on screen, the paid one, no expectations. It'd be awesome if we can pass 25 hundo. That's where we ended last time. For YouTube, I don't track the paid memberships as much. I can look into that. I gotta find a way. We have emotes and badges ideally coming by the tournament. So maybe some more incentive to sub as well. Yeah, Collecting team are up 1-0 in oddball right now. But no, they're so you're right. Sorry, Envy's up 1-0 in oddball. Collecting team 57-0 here in round 2. See yourself driving the Scorpion. Hell yeah, Alex. If I had an unlimited budget, who would I? Hold on. $5. Pruo. Reminding the chat to sub. Let's go, bro. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Big plays, man. Yeah. Let me heart that. What roster would I pursue under Shyway Corporations? I don't freaking know, bro. I would poach the Optic roster. I don't know what I'd do. Benjamin, thank you for the YouTube follow. Let's go, guys. Optic about to jump into the next game here. Yeah, I hope so too, Beta. I'm hoping we get an update in the maps, like a change on Fortress, at least, after Dallas. Because there's a space between Dallas and the following event. Might be good timing for Halo Studios to consider adding the new ASIM map to the game. And modifying the maps and whatnot, right? Like a refresh. Would be awesome, but who knows?
They're L2, L3, jumping up, jump up L3, jump up L3, careful.
So let's get it for this man, James. Killing it, bro. Thank you, man. How many subs do I need on YouTube? I'm just... Oh, here. I can check the exact number that we have right now in the background.
High. Going Gen door. Last two, their Gen and our Gen. But one's on the nades, one's car 1. One's on the nades, one's car 1. Car 1 back to Sabri, I think. Car 1 back to Sabri. They're all spawning, squad spawning there too.
I need 16. 984 is what we're at. We're 16 subscribers away from 64K. I think we can do it today. 16 subs, guys. If you guys are watching and you haven't clicked that sub button, 16 of you, we passed that goal. Asymmetrical map. Touch. Like Guillotine, or one of the other maps they've been testing that was shown in the Forge tournaments. There's a few Forge maps. Series is 8-0.
One shot P2 and one's half. One shot P2 mighties and one's half.
Show a different series, you're saying, Levity? If I created a pro team, what would they be called? I don't know. The Way? Here, hold on.
One shot check, car 2. They're done. The gen one shot, the gen one shot. And our window weeks are done.
He's one.
One shot our window, our streams one shot, and one's their gen one shot.
Okay, so right now FaZe is 5-1 over TSM. Complexity is 2-1 over GenG.
Our window saw. You got gen, watch your back. He's our fridge going P2. I didn't press.
Hi, Logen. We glass.
I don't see the OMIT one. I can't. OMIT and Envy is not being recorded on Data Hive right now.
One absolute top street.
I don't know why.
I'm
just gonna play. Watch my flag. My flag on my flag.
He's there.
Appreciate it,
One's still 10 minutes ring. One's doing the jump. They're doing the jump. 3 shots in the window.
Yeah.
He's
Just
gonna.
on the window. Watch on the window. Watch on the window, tell you, sugar.
Watch the back flag still.
And mid shit would be cool.
Jeremy also. One shot the gen, to the gen. One shot the low right. One's L2.
This is a way.
Hey,
Protein. Garrett Myers. YouTube follow. Love to see it, man. Thank you. Making progress. What do we gain after I just said that, right? Like.
This is the way.
Andrew Sims. Let's go, Andrew. Thank you. Chat, we need 10. 6 of you just went ahead and sub. We need 10 more now. We're literally getting there.
That's got the they're P2
Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. Love to see you guys.
Bomb center, actually. Bomb center. It's about him.
Two guys fridge on me. 2 guys fridge. P2 and fridge. 2 guys
Big
P2
1v1
and
for
fridge.
formal.
P2 and blue P2. They're gonna push blue P2.
Shinwoo. That's on Twitch. Thank you, Shinwoo, for the Twitch follow. Appreciate it.
2 shot there from base.
We're trying to make progress there too. We're almost at 23K on Twitch. Twitch is far behind. But doing a lot of work on Twitch this year. Yanadello, what's up, bro? How you doing?
P1 one shot check. P2 one shot check. P2.
If SSG get a W at DreamHack, I'm gonna 1K dono. If Lucy gets a lot of hate for trying his best to lock in, play college ball, and watching film is a requirement, not an option. I agree, Jake. Yeah. I think that the dialogue. Oops. Chat disconnected.
Nice one. P2 on weak
Let's go check.
P2 on weak check. P2 on it. Yeah, P2 also one shot.
Block
I lost you guys for a second. We're back on YouTube. All right. I watch YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Oh, you watch on YouTube. All right, cool. Welcome, brother. Let's go.
Yeah, one shot shrooms after reload.
No bio
One is
card.
a car, one shot. He's a guardian.
I think the dialogue they had around the impact of VOD review and how it can be both a positive and a negative thing, I think is a good dialogue, right? Because you can overdo it, you can do it in the wrong way. So I think that there's a cool conversation around that. I do think Lucid maybe getting more flack than he deserves, for sure. People are trying to point their fingers somewhere. Somebody's going to get the flame. It's just kind of a rough position to be in. SSG winning, though? I don't know, but I'll hold you to that, Jake. I'll hold you to that. That'd be an insane reality. 1K dono is nuts, bro. I'll pop off.
P2 after that. P2 after that, John. P2 after that. Chasing. One's like bottom center, guys.
Between Fortress and Aqua, Optic much more confident on Aqua. We've seen that before. Bound with the plant here. Solo in the base, and he gets away with it. Somehow off their slays, Bound to find his timing, and nobody in position to support him, but he gets out with the bomb play. Nicely done in the back.
He's in the P2.
Max or something.
The shrimps.
Pummel deck in 2. Jimbo, Tchik, now dead on the right side of the base, turning back to P2 for Mighties, giving the opportunity for a ball rotate with no wasted time. That's Legend with the rotate, I believe. Super quick and clean. Renegade or Legend calling angles that he wants to be watched from Formal behind him here. Formal's positioning is helping to block the util, right, as he's tethering himself backwards. Excellent work at Optic.
Yeah, Peter going up P2.
For sure, yeah.
One's like car side as well. Yeah, one's car side as well.
Optic bomb efficiency is trash. Except for right now. They have their moments, and when they play SR on this map, they tied them twice in their last 2 scrims. So they're pretty even with SR on this map. They also tied Complexity as well, though, right? They have a back-to-back plants out of Optic is good looks. And great work out of Formal to occupy the right side, getting those kills. Legend with an immediate rotate got that started. Dallas is this weekend. Hell yeah. These are the final scrims in prep for Dallas. There's a Z10 scrim. I think Optic might have 1, maximum 2 more, but probably about 1 more scrim before we lock in and we see him again in Dallas. Note that when they get there, they have scrims in the LAN venue, right? Like, so I think SR was saying that they might be scrimming like, I don't know if it was like TSM or something. We can't see those, but they do scrims in the LAN venue before the tournament.
I've been in the bomb guy too. Oh, three are gen here.
Mighty's toxic in MM. I just see him getting a spanking. Yeah, he's been a little toxic to me too, for the record.
I got.
He's a bit of a, you know. He's a young, talented player. He's got a bit of an ego, you know. I see that a lot with these guys.
Yeah, two are fridge.
Two are fridge, one's half. Sika, two are fridge. The one are fridge.
One fridge.
Can I make a fridge?
Stop playing.
They stopped playing. I'm not sure what happened.
7.
SR Scrim and Descendants team at the event. Oh, that's what it was. You're right. Envy. They said it in the interview, right? Descendants said it in the interview that he's scrimming SR at the event. Yeah. You uninvited him from your birthday party? No way, bro. I didn't mean to make you do that. Oh, but he's nerfed, man.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Pat, thank you, Pat. Let's go. Welcome. What's this song? Ooh. Halo 3. To Turn a Tide. Extended version. All right, we got an issue in the lobby. We'll take that moment. I'm going to keep the audio on for foremost so we know when they're getting back. But let's go back to Precision is in a tight match of Oddball on Streets right now. They were winning up one round. It looks like Collecting Team actually clutched up that second round. Collecting Team find themselves with the advantage in this one. I don't know what the Scrim score is in this Scrim. It wasn't being tracked, unless this is game 1. I don't think it was being tracked on Data Hive. There's like 5 scrims happening right now. 4 or 5. I didn't see SSG. That's the one team that I haven't been... SR and SSG, I don't see right now. FaZe and TSM are playing. Envy's playing. GenG's playing. OMIT's playing. C9 was playing earlier. GenG's doing back-to-back right now. Ether, I think, is playing right now with Mindfree. Optic getting ready for their... There was either a lag out or they ended the game as a loss. I don't know. They're starting their next game, so they're going to skip that assault map. I don't know if they're going to take that as a win. I guess I'll put 9-0, I guess. Like, I don't know. They were up 2-1, and Z10 stopped playing. SSG Scrim and TSM tomorrow, I believe. Thank you, Dumpy. If that's the case, we'll be here. I think this is from Sabo Highway. Yeah, that's correct. That's what it sounds like. Stretch. I don't know what the hell to stretch. I got no good opportunity. Are they winning it off this? 85 and counting. 2 dead. That stagger is enough to guarantee the win. Formal and Optic about to jump into their game, but Precision and Envy going to come out with this win. Their scrim stats have been pretty inspiring recently. I'm not going to lie. These guys beat TSM in tournament yesterday in Forge Hub, and they had a 10-2 scrim with Z10. I think it was their scrim before this. They are looking pretty damn good leading up to Dallas. We'll see if they maintain it. This is, I think, maybe a Renegade map. Renegade's been having trouble this scrim with his slays, but we know he's likely to play for Sniper here. I want to see what he gets done.
Beat up left. One's there. Mohawk.
Either Mohawk for some reason.
Summer's one.
Bumper jumper, button layup, Marin. With 6 back paddles on a battlefield control.
Yeah, I can push Longo.
One 3 times, bro.
I'm going.
That's it. Yeah, that's basically it.
One shot.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Serious?
One shot
absolute. Our back one shot.
Just made top 15 albums list, and we compared them.
One spawn now.
On my X, he's standing on my X.
Soundtracks, H3 is your number 1.
He's looking at his back on the plasma now. On the plasmas.
I see you.
One shot.
I'm trying to kill him.
I play weak mighties.
Can I play the Dune soundtrack without copyright? That'd be so dope. For like Interstellar? I don't think I can do Interstellar.
Shoot, nades it perfect.
Coming on.
Henri.
One shot back up, nice. More flag.
It's like
flag absolute. One shot flag absolute. I'm kitty pool one.
There's 6 buttons, but they're very convenient to press.
Get out control.
I know, it's hard to find a balance right now, Marty. We got used to watching Optic with no comms the last couple days, and now they're like... I don't want to be too quiet, but I don't want to be so loud that I'm competing with it.
Pretty top left.
English shit up left.
Our main route.
Renegade also the quietest out of his team on his POV, which is interesting.
Up right, Mighty still. Back to the. He's still there. One shot, Mighty's.
Oh fuck. There's somebody off the map.
High Charity's a good one. High Charity's sweet.
Kill me. He's going hard. Sing hard.
I'm trying to get to you, Silver.
Sticks on the back. That's insane, bro.
On those two shot. Going top left. He's tapping now. He's on dynamos.
Our flag, take one shot. Sure, keep it one shot. Nice, bro.
Okay, pushing it.
Slick movement at a Renegade. Would have been a nice 1v1 fight if he got it. Occupying hut, generally a key to success in this map, right? So Renegade pushing that out, getting access, living as long as he can, giving Optic the coverage they need to get the OS, but they're staggered right now. Formal last up. With what's left of the OS, going to play up with Renegade here towards hut. I like those pre-nades. If anybody chows aggressively, he's pre-nading to cut that off for Formal, right? Renegade called that as well. He told him to back up. So he could pre-net in front of Formal, give him an opportunity to push out.
Sounds
good, Marty.
Full top left, let's do.
You can actually hear bound, I know, bro.
Our snipe block one shot down.
The sub goal on the bottom of the screen lights is accurate. Yeah, we lost about 400 or 500 in the last 2 days.
One top left.
Surrender.
Did the button feel too small? Not really. It takes getting used to, but I like it the way it is, Pro, because I don't accidentally hit it. It allows me to hold the controller more like I hold a normal controller. And the location of the buttons works well with the hand, my size and shape of my hand. Or at least well enough that I've gotten used to it.
Flag Rick. Flag on long.
Nice one.
Off flag Rick. Watch out flag.
Body for 2, but no easy opportunity to get a pull. And a counter pull going on the opposite side of the map here from Z10. Z10 with an opportunity to get something done. Bound cutting it off, though. Nice save at a bound. Should have this. He will get chowed in the tunnel, though. Yeah, he's got to take on 2 fights. Great Bound with a huge win. My God, Mighty's getting shut down.
Too more.
Bound winning 2 fights back-to-back, securing the return. Optic have shown a lot of inconsistency on this map recently. It's quickly been turning into one of their worst maps, oddly enough. So Z10 might get some work done here if Optic makes some mistakes. They got him 4 dead, though. This is their easy opportunity. No hut coverage. Bring it back to the main ramp. Yep. They're taking it this way because nobody's occupying hut this time.
On the positive, no one. And one's back on. Back on.
Pistol.
No one's winner.
I'm getting shoved.
Pistol one shot. Yeah, I'm at.
I use a Battle Beaver controller. Souls. Battle Beaver. Code Shyway for 10% off.
What happened, man?
They're not cheap. They take a while to get. But the paddles are the best thing about them. They got good paddles. Z10 is a European team. They placed top 12 at Arlington. They're kind of the, I'll say, Europe's sort of like B team. They got 2 top teams, and this is the one that's just ranked under Nemesis. Nemesis with Woodham, right now the most dominant European team. But these guys are still excellent, very accomplished European Halo pros. So never want to sleep on them, but don't have high expectations, or as high expectations from this team as I do Nemesis, of course. Yeah, I have the Razor. It's right here. Razor. I got the Game Sir as well. It's all freaking like in front of me, bro. The Razor's good. Razor's better bang for your buck. It's cheaper and it's easier to get. But the paddle design and the ergonomics of the controller are the weak point of that controller. It doesn't feel as good in the hands. It feels small. It's bulky and small. The Game Sir is a solid controller if you don't care about the lack of paddles. It's actually a great controller if you don't care about the lack of paddles. It feels sturdy. It's cheap. It's easily accessible. The 2 paddles that it does have feel good. Like, I don't have any issues with it. It's just that it needs more paddles. That's literally it. They speak, yeah, they're British, British accents, but they're split in different areas of Europe. Like, for example, Nemesis is very split. You've got a player from Ireland, you got Woodham from Finland, you've got a player from the UK, and somebody from France as well. It's a big split of different areas of Europe coming together for the team Nemesis.
Oh, one shot.
What controller is good for 4 paddles? The Razor's a solid option. It's got 6 buttons. It's got 4 on the bottom, 2 in the top.
He's weak terminal. He's weak.
There's versions of the Game Sir that have 4 paddles that I haven't tried personally.
He's pushing.
The Victor's Gambit has 4. You could buy 4 for a Battle Beaver. So I recommend you just get 6 if you're gonna get a battle beaver usually.
Keep pushing him once.
Looking.
Come on.
Yeah, Woodham is from Finland.
He's 7 or 3, 7 or 3.
What anime character could beat Goku? Maybe One Punch Man? I have no freaking idea, bro. Maybe One Punch Man. Because we don't know the height of his ability, right? He's never been tested to the brink. One Punch Man. He's always one punching everything.
One shot. Man, my knees.
Watch us to get the flag.
I mean, I have kind of a unique setup. Halo has a lot of like good reasons to use back buttons if you don't claw. I don't claw. This might be a win right here. Optic looking real confident right here. Yeah, they got kills. They got coverage on HUD to support the flag run for Renegade. Renegade with a snipe in the back pocket and 1 bullet if he needs it, but Formal dropping him like flies. Formal coming out with 2. That should be a guaranteed flag. Yeah, nobody in position to stop it. No hesitation with the G slide. Formal still alive in their base getting picks, by the way. Formal having a lights out scrim. Apparently the top slayer on Optic at the moment.
Weird. I don't know. It was just weird, dude. I hate when the flags like in that.
So I play a bumper jumper. I've got all 4 of my face buttons, A, B, X, Y, under the controller. And then I have ping for the 5th button. And I have a second crouch button under the controller as well. So I have left stick click to crouch. But I use paddle to crouch, and I use left stick click to slide. So I split my slide and my crouch buttons into 2 different inputs. Basically, because I find that crouching with a paddle is so good for crouch strafing and for backwards and all different direction crouch jumping movement, basically. But clicking the left stick for sliding is really good for curb slide timing. It's like really easy for me to hit my timing. That's my personal preference.
Yeah, I'm a forbidden type guy.
I think I made you like the map.
Yeah, I mean, Formal's always been a top competitor
so.
since he got into Infinite, right? But I think with this team, he's definitely reinvigorated a little bit for sure. And more to prove with this team. You know, he's definitely picked up a few more fans and haters, you know, as a result of the decisions that he's made. So he's got more to prove this year. Yeah, that's the one issue is there's ping gets left behind, right? Ping is a pretty valuable input, like marking targets, that you can't have 4 paddles on all 4 of your face buttons and ping, right?
Yeah.
I'm pre-nating at this one.
And having a paddle on every face button does have some value. Some more than others, right? Like there's higher priority stuff.
I'm here.
2 days.
Still keyboard mousing it? Yeah, I mean that's a great option too. I don't play it personally.
Bottom, come on here.
Where's long way? One second, one's gonna be glass, I think.
Glass. I could come on.
Top right, I think, top right.
Reception.
I'm netting you.
I stop closing.
Yeah, top code.
I see that too.
Box on.
I see that, Brandon.
You should probably go, Keek, if you can. Yeah, DreamHack, the beauty of that is there's so many other games, esports taking place, so you get to enjoy so much more than just Halo there. DreamHack's probably one of the best bets you could get as far as like gaming events.
Watch the needles to there.
There's Counter-Strike, there's COD there, there's probably fighting games there.
I'm sure it's tips. I don't know why. Then
Razor has 4 paddles and 2 additional shoulder buttons. Yep. Yeah, that's convenient. If I was not using the Battle Beaver, I'd be using the Razor personally, because I like how it has more buttons. But I don't like the upper paddles personally, because my finger can accidentally hit the bumper or the triggers around it. You know, I use the D-pad to switch nades and to AI scan.
Long and tower, top tower.
And that's basically it.
Cross ball. Crossing.
One shot ball, and bomb tower.
This box thing.
It's an Xbox
top tower
sort of exclusive thing, Shinwoo. I think the resolution that you play on affects the look of the reticle, but I think on Xbox it's always different looking, regardless. So it's a PC versus Xbox thing. It's weird. I don't really understand it. Try playing on 1080p if you can and see if that fixes it. But I think something to do with being on 1440p or 4K on Xbox is part of the reason why your reticle looks that way. But I'm not sure. Favorite Smash? Melee. Without a doubt.
2 shots on ball. 2 shots on ball as well. 2 shots on ball, Jimbo.
Switch controller looks cool. Lightning, yeah.
Mango,
Doing great things. It only has 2 buttons though, but it looks cool.
Someone get both, please.
Yeah,
He's
what's up?
chasing me.
Bottom here.
Monitor size? Well, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a weird feature on Xbox where the inner circle is super tiny on Xbox. The inner circle. Because like I played the FFA tournament on Xbox at Worlds, and the inner circle is just tiny like that. Like I just had to get used to it.
Mangler.
I was playing on the same monitor at that tournament that I play on right now. That changed it? Interesting.
Mangler.
Talking 10.
Nothing happened? Yeah, I don't know if it's changeable, Shin, to be honest. If you're on PC, you can change your reticle to the Xbox reticle. There's a way to do that, I've heard. I know 100JJX had a tutorial. But the other way around from Xbox to PC, I don't think you can make the change. Not that I'm aware. Did I secure my Switch to pre-order? I didn't, bro. It's probably too late, isn't it? I thought about it for a bit, and I'm still down to do it. I just haven't. I've just been doing other things. I kind of still want to go pre-order if I can. Yeah, plenty. Taters, plenty. Phase TSM, we're gonna watch some of for sure because that started after Optic. We're getting to the end of this one.
He's going blue page.
We gotta be like right there, Gary. We're there. We're even 64K. We just hit it, bro. Somebody refresh my channel. We're literally 64K even, bro. Can I screenshot that shit? That's fucking sick. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you if you just subbed on YouTube. Literally just hit 64K.
One check, and one silo. Two elbow. On ball.
Now we're ready. Now we're ready for DreamHack, okay? Let's hit 65K by the end of the weekend. Imagine. Hey, thank you, Alex.
He's in the shroud. T-pot.
Wait, you slide with your B button? Top left back paddle, jump with the paddle. Yeah. That's good. Crouch and jump are the most important buttons to have easily accessible. The claw buttons are cool, but sometimes I accidentally hit other shit around them. And they aren't like as convenient to hit because like I can't shoot the trigger and pull the button at the same time very easily. Right? I have to choose the trigger or the button. It's hard to do it at the same time.
Top tower behind me. It's top tower going out.
Thank you, James. Z10 find an advantage in oddball. I mentioned earlier in the stream, there's no way Optic is losing an oddball versus this team with how dominant this scrim has been. Z10 giving him trouble right now early on. Easy cleanup for formal. Spawner's in long haul right now. He's already pre-nading out to C plat. Renegade spawns in C. Yeah, letting him know that the spawn is shifted farther to long or gold in that situation. Because Renegade spawned on his left-hand side. So formal immediately repositioning and finding the gold angle as he sees his teammates spawn. Thank you, Raph.
We want to make us.
Can they get a rep with the ball to A of the situation? They died. No play ball. Yeah, ball just sitting there. That will lead to a setup. Transfer for Z10. Optic missing an opportunity to get that ball at least played or thrown towards tower. So Formal might have a chance there, right? Z10 taking advantage of that. Bomb was the tie. Correct, yeah. It was Fortress Bomb that they tied. Fortress Bomb.
Red.
Juan, what's up, brother? You can just ask it. If I see it, I'll answer it. Learn how to play Claude Fortnite jump maps, yeah. Good way to learn how to do any of those things is in a practice, low pressure scenario. So like that would be perfect. Shooting bots in Halo is a good way to learn. Or playing in the custom browser in Halo, so it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Turbine. Yeah, bottom. Batteries. Neil's one behind you, John. Nice.
One's pipes, one's bottom beer.
His whole team dead right now. Good reaction, but very difficult to get a clean up with that kill. Yeah, Tchik with a fast rotate. I like that pre-net at a formal straight. He killed him across the map with that. Right? You can see the vision as he threw it. I'm like, that'll go straight in the elevator. But that was sick. Take notes. Wow. I'm like, that's the best nade he can throw in that situation, but will it actually kill? No freaking way. Hail Mary. Crazy nade. Any cheaper alternative for controllers like the Battle Beaver? GameSir is really cheap. The Razor is $100 for the wired version. 100 US, and you get $6 with it. So the Razor's better bang for your buck, probably. And the Game Surge is a solid option, too. I'd look into those controllers. The Battle Beaver is great. I love the paddles, but the amount of time it takes to build and the expensive price makes it hard to recommend.
Go sacks. Money's one shot sacks.
I can just
One shot sacks, money's. Nice.
That's like a lucid
I think
nade,
there's two there,
yeah.
man. I think there's two.
How is this so close, bro? 30 seconds, 88 to 83 here. Legend losing a big fight to Sika. Sika not afraid of the French 1v1. God, right? He's played with him before. Optic with an opening with 17 seconds here. With the slight advantage that they have with that camo control, that might be enough to keep him off the ball. Surprise Formal didn't just go straight to gold there. He let Jimbo grab it. Jimbo plays it up to a tie. Can they get 1 second of a touch? 8 seconds. They got a lead. Sika grabbing the ball, not a great idea. That guarantees Optic's win. Wait 6 seconds. The double child, they play it out. Excellent work to play it out through blue pipes. Optic will win the round. Sika might have just needed to play for a kill in that situation. I guess he's stalling the timer by picking up the ball, but then he can't do damage. You know, if he got a melee or something and they pushed through long and cleaned it up, they might have been able to save it. I don't know. Aimbot map is good, yeah. Who the hell is Z10? It's the European roster. They're in NA right now. Boot camp. Jimbo, Tchik, Sika, and
I'm just going for ball.
I'm here too. We can trap this guy. They're not here.
He's come along.
yeah, the SR is like $60 or less. Or the game surge. The G7. Best Fire having a midnight launch, and we'll have consoles on deck for midnight release. If you just want to show up a little early, maybe. Is there no more pre-orders, Bernie? I don't want to line up, bro, like that.
Sacks.
Nemesis going to scrim at any teams. Nemesis might not be boot camping in North America, Tchik. I'm not sure. And if they're not, I'm not sure how that happened. Like, you would think that the top European team would have that locked in once they get the practice. But APG, I think, said something about them not having a boot camp locked in. So they might not be scrimming anybody and just scrimming at the venue once they get there. Power A's? Power A's.
I'm here.
No. I think it's two.
Yeah, he backed up.
That's the only reasoning that makes sense, Benjamin, is that because Microsoft owns the franchise, that might be why PlayStation controllers aren't used.
Red and trippy corner. Red and let's do.
Got deleted. Mighty somehow finding an angle to cherry pick that.
Yeah, perfect. One's gonna be C somewhere.
Z10 giving him trouble, man. Good ball time opportunity for them, but Optic flipping the map to C plat to guarantee camo. I like that. You could hear in the comms as well, right? Screwball, we're gonna give out that time. If we guarantee camo, we can flip the map and get the ball set up off of this advantage later.
Watch out, I don't know where they're from.
Yeah, 2 dead now. Ball played out to center map. If they can get a quick pickup on that.
He's only one shot back?
Shake. Yeah, Sika guaranteed dead. Spawners could be at A right now. Yep, Bound calling it.
I can kill this spawners A.
Clutch King. Thank you for the follow, they're welcome. And Formal has the grapple to guarantee it. Nicely done. They still see the icon over his head, but they can't see his body, right? So he can like jiggle peek the angle like he's doing.
Yes, versus. Give me top right.
Formal as the ball holder, playing as forward as he is something to take notes on. Like just because you're holding the ball doesn't mean you're not part of this, right? Yeah, that was patient for sure. He didn't open fire right away. Guaranteed the kill on Sika. That could have been a bad trade if Sika came out with that win.
Bottom jump.
Yeah, bottom in, bear.
Bottom A. Glass. Glass coming, Tchik. He's red steps.
Legend should have it.
On the Mando weak.
Okay, Clutch Jake. That's the 1v1 reliability at a Legend right there. Formal doesn't even have to move. Finds Jimbo instead from his positioning and almost gets 2. 2 shots for 1 bullet left on this man after that beatdown. That was efficient at the Formal. That'll at least slow him down on the rotate. And they all rotate together with the ball to keep it away from them. Formal spawning tower is an indication that they're all pushing through pipes to gold, right? So he immediately goes for the cross. Somebody from long flanks him. Okay, interesting. That can happen too.
One just shady or something.
One take turbo and turbo.
Oh, do PS controllers not work on Xbox? That might be a big part of it.
Sorry.
There's an adapter, but I don't think by default they work at Xbox, and that's a good reason why you wouldn't be able to use a PlayStation controller. If you're playing on a pro team, though, and you skip the open bracket, then who knows?
All the way out. Money's one shot up. Money's absolute.
They have 1,000 hertz option? I didn't know that tag.
They're going gold, I think, too.
There's so many freaking controllers I can't keep up, you know? The Victrix Gambit as well. The Fly Digi controllers, which those are kind of banned right now. There's Turtle Beach controllers too, bro. Nice peeks out of Formal, so clean. Chick jumping on the outside of Turbine to stay up from Whirlpool. Formal gonna find it without dying. Yep, they're staggered. They're stuck in batteries here too. Should be easy kills and splitting their spawns right now to gold. Yep, gold angle immediately off of glass. They know. Good opportunity to flip the setup to back C. Yeah, ball taken to back silo here behind Formal. The push from A to tower will likely happen at some point too. Yep, Formal gonna block off tower here. Good awareness. Backing it all the way up. They can double up off their sight lines. Tries to launch it insta-explode off the one in front of him, right? Can you play overclocked? Yeah, if you like.
I don't know where Tchik is. One's bottom tower. Bottom main. Two on batteries.
You can't overclock an Xbox controller though. A basic one. And the current game servers, like the 1,000 millisecond controllers, already operate as if they're overclocked, right? They're super responsive. So there's no need to overclock a game server or a Razer controller. They're 1,000 pulling rate already.
Can I get ball?
Something else. What's up, brother? Natural gaming at their best. Best of the best. Thank you, bro.
Halfway, Jimbo. Two guys half wall, Jimbo's one.
Glad they're streaming too.
Half absolute.
I'm trying pushing me batteries, Rick. Big batteries.
Just an angle on that guy batteries. Trying to prioritize the guy on Whirlpool instead. Formal now solo here in goal. What can he do? Overextending the pipes to try to cut this off on the rotate. Mighty's walling it though. Good opening damage. Shock and play here too. Getting back into his teammate's sight lines. He can grapple, rotate, shock.
Needles also.
Good listening.
Body's by himself, guys. Body's by himself.
Cool. Grapple just to close the distance faster. One more grapple to get involved in this if he wants to. Yep. That was clean. I'm not gonna lie. If he finds the headshot off that positioning, would have been sick.
Okay.
And bottom beer, we can look at stacks.
Go search Mighty's right now.
Stacks weak. Bottom stacks weak.
Go search Mighty's.
Two shot stacks.
Legend dropping with awkward timing. Yeah, Formal good awareness. Legend dropping late and Formal occupying that upper door with head level placement finds the face. There was no way Legend was going to be able to pinch that with that timing.
Bottom in? I don't know. Just stacks.
GG's. V Kuda makes videos on all the pro controllers. Yeah, there's definitely some content creators that do a good job of summarizing stuff. The one advantage that I guess I would have is that I play a lot of Halo, so I can like talk about how it might benefit you for Halo. But there's a lot of stuff I haven't played on. I've got the GameSir, the Razer, the Battle Beaver controllers. I played on the old scuffs, like the Instinct. Slush, how we doing, brother? Welcome back. Instinct, welcome in. Do I still need mods? Six mentioned I might. Yeah, I might. Stay tuned for Dallas. We'll see how things are at Dallas Instinct when things get kind of chaotic. GG Overload. It's at least 11-0 right now in Optic Scrim. We're getting to the tail end of it, and I kind of want to commit to the finish, but it's a very confident one. They play 12 games on to game 13, if I'm tallying it correctly. And we're set a Wiimote? Yeah, if only. Sounds good, Slush. I'm going to watch FaZe TSM. They're far behind Optic right now, though. So by the time we finish this scrim, they'll have like 6 or 7 matches to play, right? Because they played like 8 matches at least right now. They might have 6 matches left. So I guess I'm just hoping that Optic finish theirs soon, and then we can just exclusively focus on TSM FaZe for the rest of it. Is there any trippy POV? I only saw Druk.
Nah.
Z10 giving Envy some trouble in these matchups, though.
I don't know, maybe you have a beef with like Jimbo or something, I don't know.
These guys are definitely LT zoomers, right? All 4 members of this team aim down sight with left trigger. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
No, you coach this team.
It's kind of a new wave for a lot of the younger players. And there's some advantages to being able to snap back into your scope at long range consistently. Yeah, that's fair, Slush. I don't know if Trippy POV is available. We got a King of the Hill coming up on live fire from formal Renegade POV. Renegade beelining for snipe off the rip. He doesn't have it just yet, though. Somebody else picked it up.
Tire Jimbo managed to scam. Tire stop mid. One side.
You're dead.
Some multiplayer switched. Yeah, like Snakebite and Lucid made some changes. But enough top players play on right stick click to zoom that I don't feel like I need to change. Renegade plays on right stick click. Legend plays on it. Pound plays on it. Stellar, Royal 2, they play on right stick click, right? So many top players, formal included, play on right stick. So LT zoom is good though. As long as you're not sacrificing other important things by making the change.
I'm going to middle.
Yeah, the custom skins on the shocks are nice.
Watch out for this one. Watch cuts.
I have a big dub.
Yeah, see, the issue with LT zoom, if you play with a bumper jumper, is if you only use your index finger, it's sort of uncomfortable to LT zoom and jump around.
Red's free, going red. Red still red.
Clean him up, bro. Renegade.
I think he's red going big dog now. Big dog, guys.
Jake with 1999. Hold on. Jake with more, man. This guy.
I have your big.
Jake, thank you so much. Holy shit. Another super chat. Jake with, what, 70? 70 total in super chat today, man. You're killing it. Holy. Thank you, brother, so much. Let's freaking go. Renegade finding the trade of that fight is nutty, bro. Delaying that long enough with the jump chow, finds the headshot, cleans it up. Burning Holy Fire with a gifted. Let's go, baby. A week straight of damn good Halo progressive. You're killing it, man. 7 streak. Thank you, Burning, for the gifted. Welcome, fans. Love it. Right stick nade is the wave? I don't like that personally, though. Lucid has nades on a D-pad because of that specific reason, I think, right? He uses a paddle. A paddle mapped into a D-pad.
Weak dummies, Sika.
I'm not sure if it's...
Hills alone. It's close dice,
pushing out. He knows I'm there.
Jay, give your mother back her credit card. What the fuck? Man, Jake's killing it, bro.
He'll still weak, Sika. Hills one, Sika.
Yeah, two top mid, 1 hill.
Joshua, what's up, man? I think bumper jumper controls have an advantage over recon. They're pretty similar. I prefer bumper jumper personally. Recon, the benefit is your equipment's in an accessible location, but your A button is jumps. You're going to want to paddle for that. So, like, Recon can be fine as long as you have a good layout that prioritizes the right inputs, right, with your paddles or claw. So, no need to change if you got paddles or claw.
I think he's a pot. I think you heard him slide a pot, man.
Do I have a muffin Discord?
What
the hell is a muffin Discord? Like a Discord just for muffins? No, but I should.
Bottom mid, hitting bottom middle. He's just sitting on the repulsor. He went in the net.
I got you guys.
You're getting
Hell jumper
Yo, Nets, that's what I check.
I zoom a right stick click, Chris. How do you master micro adjustments like formal? Natural talent. Nah, you gotta play the game so much, man. You can't cheat the reps. You can't cheat the reps. Find a way to get aim reps in thousands and thousands of times. Like if you want to play at formals level, a little bit of talent and a lot of hard work, you know. But try to visualize what that feels like and looks like in your mind to hit those right stick flicks and do that versus bots. Do that in Octagon versus people, and start to translate that to rank basically. But you need repetitions. You got to do it a lot. It's kind of no cheating. Muffin ASMR on cheat days? No way.
Back here, bro. One shot. I could smell.
Did you say motherfucker? Motherfucker? Is that what you're trying to say? I have a Discord. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. On YouTube. Exclamation mark Discord.
I like green spawn killing me.
We're gonna.
Optic was, I think, dominating SR. No, Complexity. At Complexity, they destroyed on this map. Just the other day, I'm pretty sure. This is a little more contentious.
What's your name?
Z10 really closely contested on this hill. Yeah, exactly. 4-1. The way you hold the controller, whether you claw, what kind of controller you're using, the size of your hands, your everything. There's no one size fits all. How is a boot camp different from scrims? No, the idea of a boot camp is just Z10 are together in the same room with their POV side by side, playing scrims together. That's like a boot camp. So it's when the whole team relocates to play together for their scrims in the same room. So right now Z10, they come from different parts of Europe and they're here in the same Airbnb playing Optic and scrims. I tapped to zoom. James, because I'm on right stick. It's fine, just jump, quick scope again. Yeah, I don't like that personally. Because I just use index finger to jump and zoom. And I feel like for some reason when I zoom with LT, I think less about my left stick movement and my strafe. Not that I wouldn't get used to it over time. I don't feel like LT aim is so powerful that I need to switch. There's discipline that you gain from mastering right stick ADS in Halo. That's important, regardless of what button you press to zoom, you know what I mean? Like you need to be more disciplined on right stick. So it's good for learning.
Check, next, check weak. Pillage, check, one back in. Training also weak, Jimbo. We'll try training, Jimbo.
We're back.
This is 2 parts old quadrant, Tchik and Sika, and then 2 parts like ITB or Navi or whatever from like a previous season, right? Mighties and Jimbo. Renegade baiting off his team there. Formal finds the nade. They got tower coverage with bound with a sniper here too. Awesome looking setup for Optic to ensure they spawn. Out to dummies. They pushed out the map to A here, which is interesting. Spawn of OS to dummies. And then pinching them from A plat will flip their spawns, but we'll see what happens. It's expensive, yeah, for sure. And probably part of the reason why Nemesis isn't currently boot camping. But they should be, considering how good they are. It's a shame. It's going to be a hill. 2 minutes for 3 hills back to back is not likely. You got nerve damage in your right thumb. You're forced to LTs. Oh, I see. Yeah, you know the one issue with right stick click zoom is it's kind of aggressive on the right thumb to click that button down for sure, especially varying from controller to controller. Some controllers are harder to press in. That's fair. I didn't see them back in store. I'm not sure. They might be. They probably aren't. Though, but I don't know. Hopefully, it's in time for Dallas. They do that. Beautiful. Renegades, you could tell he's done that fight so many times. His pre-aim awareness, right? He knows where that guy's going. His reticle set in advance of that guy, so he's got the easiest reaction window. I see Last Shot do the same thing. They know his opponent's back down options and exactly how they're going to back out. So it makes it easy to react and clean it up. And now flipping spawns. They could be dummies or B in this situation. Yeah, splitting B as they push dummies. Yep. Did they split spawn to that K? He's looking for back A splits just in case he opened things up. 1v1 with Sika. Almost had it. That OS spawn, somebody cherry picked that from behind, I think. Did Nemesis give Optic a hard time during the last tournament? They did. They beat them in pools, and then they brought them to game 3, and Optic 3-0 reverse swept them in the lower bracket, right? And that was a huge like part of their momentum that they gained on route to SR. So yeah, they were there. For whatever reason, Nemesis was a wall. Optic hit a wall versus Nemesis a few times at Arlington, but they overcame it. And that was a big part of the reason why they won, I think. This is Druk's POV as we wait for the next matchup here. Optic on what might be their final game of their scrim. Almost 5. Oh, he's killing it with damage, huh? Wow. Chat, we big chilling out here with 250 on Twitch and 561 on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys hanging out on your Monday. Halo on a Monday, bro. Showing support means a lot to me, guys. Thank you so much. Hi, Prison. What's up, man? Vibes are excellent, man. How you doing? 2023 phase? What about him? TSM down in the scrim versus FaZe, and FaZe looking better today than they have been last week for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it has something to do with players kind of shuffling around and moving from Texas or Cali or Seattle, right? Players are located in different areas of the U.S. But FaZe, for whatever reason, seem to be pretty comfy in the scrim versus TSM. They're up 2-0 here. Optic jumping into what might be their last game, assuming they don't play Slayer. It's a Fortress CTF. Renegade already picking up Sniper. Makes me want to see his POV.
I'm pushing left side.
Extra one, touch file. One spawn right here, banner here. Second one.
Watch it. Okay, tower sniping, red tower sniping.
Yeah, one spiral.
That's what I was thinking, Finn. Yeah, apparently Formal said he wasn't playing well versus SR, even though they had their best performance ever versus SR.
Watch the tower sniping. Two tower.
Maybe Formal's making up for it today with extra damage and kills. What's my schedule for Dallas? I'm streaming the entire thing, James. From the moment it starts to the moment it ends. So about 12 p.m. Eastern is when I'm aiming for to go live, James. 12 p.m. Eastern.
One tower sniping.
For sure, Zudi. Yeah, YouTube, I wish I streamed there earlier, man. I didn't realize the audience that we could have broadcasted to. Like, obviously, I have a larger platform on YouTube, but I was neglecting it. I'm glad we're here now. Peace. Let's go, Miloko. There's one. Legend in the elbow. Somebody just slipped through to fight Legend, but they got 2 dead. Renegade recognizing. I can't even talk. Noticing the stagger, he's got an opportunity with the flag. It's going to be a stand. No, it won't be. They'll reset it immediately. That trippy clip was insane, but better than the lucid clip? I don't know. The lucid clip was kind of more meaningful. Oh my god, bro. That was insane. What a snap on Tchik. The lucid clip was like all 4 against him, catching the sniper and then blading the last guy in tower. The trippy clip was like 6 beautiful kills, but everybody was distracted, and he had time like reaction and timing like lineup opportunities basically. Like he had a spawn collapse and he flanked them off the spawn collapse. So even though the kills were impressive, his circumstances were less pressure intensive, right? Like Lucid was under maximum pressure, 1v4 type situation. That was the best clip in my opinion. It was a harder clip.
He's archer me, John. Archer me. To your right, John. To your right, weak. Our bond archers, guys. Our low right archers. Our flag still, check.
One's our
right side. Jimbo right side.
Archer.
Trippy one was dope too.
Watch out front base. One's out front base or front base.
One touch him a window. One touch him.
I like that listed at a Renegade. He hears the ring 3 call and then he steps directly under the wing, so that guy who's on ring 3 can't see him in that moment.
One shot one.
Renegade says he's gonna ape this kid. There goes Mighty. Some coverage from his team on the right-hand side. Should give him an opportunity to touch the flag. He will likely get shot in the back, though, as he makes this rotate. Yeah, there it is. Weird survival out of Renegade, taking a lot of exposed damage. Legend and Form working together to clean it up, though.
Okay, spiral on this, spiral to spiral.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
The Elite is a bulkier, heavier controller, and the Razor is smaller. It's bigger in overall size, but the actual space for your hands on the Razor is smaller because it's very bulky, and the handles are very short on the Razor. So when I hold this controller, my fingers are off the bottom, which I don't like. Unless you use your index and your middle finger on the bumper and the trigger. That's the one shitty thing about the Razor is the handles are so short. It's like a bulkier, bigger, heavier, but also feels smaller in your hands in the way it's ergonomically designed.
I'm just playing
For me, sniping John's head clean off. His own teammates? Did I miss
second.
that? The team kill by Formal? No freaking way. I looked away and that happened. Renegade got blamed by Formal with a sniper. Okay. And he still got it in the back of the base. Somehow they didn't come out with the second flag. I played with paddles. If I played Claw, then the Razor would feel more comfortable. It feels like it's designed for somebody who plays Claw. Bound with the over, by the way. 4 kills with a sniper execution to guarantee it. That will be a play. Nicely done. Yeah. If you play with your index and your middle finger on the upper bumper and trigger, then the controller feels more comfortable in the hand, I find. That's how it seems, at least. Jake with another 20! No way! This man! Jake, you're the king today, Jake. Freaking killing it, man. Holy shit. Wait, you're 10 away from 1 hundo, by the way. Man with the 1 hundo, $90 in super chats. Man, big killing it. Much love, Jake. Thank you so much, you go. Let's go. He's going crazy with it. This might be it right here. Renegade off the opening. Formal out in courtyard for some coverage. Should guarantee it. Yeah, nobody in position to shut that one down. Optic now, it's a decision about whether or not they play Slayer. They have officially 14, or I guess 13-0 with 1 tie.
They asked to play Slayers if you guys are down.
Yeah, that's cool.
They want to play Slayer. So Optic's going to play a few Slayers, apparently. Nice win right there. Precision POV as they continue to play OMIT. Not sure how far in the scrim is. Let's get a scoring update just to see if anything crazy's happened. Jake the Monday GOAT, man. We got to remember that. Jake L. Keep it in mind, chat. Remember that name.
Like Streets Origin.
Faces 8-3 versus TSM. Optic 12, but should be now 13-0 versus Zero Tenacity. Ether is 10-4 over Mind Freak. Ether been looking pretty solid. GenG currently 5-3 over C9. GenG currently beating C9 in scrims. C9 actually, we've been talking a lot about Complexity and these other teams that formed and how they've been kind of improving. But C9 in scrims with Lethal, I don't know. I don't feel like they're getting better with Lethal on the team right now. Based off scrim stats.
By the way.
That's the word.
I know, but like, why would it be 0 tenacity? Like, wouldn't you want like max tenacity?
That's a good point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Naming your team 0 hope.
That's actually a good point. Their name is Zero Tenacity, bro. What the hell?
There's 0 tenacity.
Like, they just take our tenacity at 0?
9,000 tenacity.
Dude, this guy's such an ego, bro.
That's actually kind of funny.
Bottom C.
Bottom C.
They're having that conversation mid-game? Yeah.
Watch out.
Who they playing tomorrow? I don't know. I think it might be TSM or Ether or something like that. APG, I think, was saying they got I think a TSM scrim or an Ether scrim coming up. He had mentioned Z10 was coming up and that Complexity was happening. And those already happened. I think they have one more scrim. I think that's it. James with the $2. His name was Jake L. I know. Thank you for the reminder, James. Thank you for the super chat. Let's go. Mid tenacity. What if they were like 0 tolerance, you know, or something like that? I don't know. No tolerance for like, you know, losers. 0 patience.
Okay, one shot, second absolute. One shot back, I guess.
No, I think I like 0 tolerance.
On the ramp.
Two one shot, one shot. Nice. Two cafe.
Okay, back at me too. Arjun? Shot back, Jimbo, and one's back. Cafe, one shot, Jimbo, and one's back.
Classic, bro. They're down 11-4 in Street Slayer. Optic, despite being up 13-0 in the scrim, having not lost anything, they're Slayer. They're faltering off the opening. Yeah, they got to find a way to guarantee, slow this down, guarantee a couple trades at the perimeter here.
Spikes.
Flip some momentum in their favor. That's a big opening kill. Big opening kill on Tchik. Bound finds it. Formal just needs to live.
That's no one. Team one shot.
0-7. It's 3 dead. That's the momentum.
One shot back.
Yep, and then split the spawns to what? Red room? Formal can go up the stairs and force a red room right here. Yep. They'll come out driveway and be.
Driveway,
Yeah,
driveway.
look at the
Two
pre-nade.
One in soccer. Command a week.
That's exactly where to anticipate them. Crazy that pre-nade actually can do damage. Not sure it was close enough.
One shot ATM and one C7.
Wow, the answer.
One shot ATM also.
Z10 with the 3 dead answer, leaving Renegade last alive. Not sure what happened with that camo. Might have been, or must be burned.
Trying to go heaven. Heaven shot once.
They're called one more quad driver in earbuds or something like that, George. One more.
Jumbo.
Laundry. Watch your laundry and one get fronted. Watch it.
Bro, that is ridiculous, John, but we'll allow it, I guess.
Trapeze money's absolute.
Never get. Tchik with 100!
Right here, Tchik.
You're right, I forgot it's a few cents. That's more than a few cents, brother. What the fuck? Tchik with the $100 dono. Now it's 190. You might as well just drop another 10 just to make it. I'm kidding. Tchik, thank you so much. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
You are a monster, bro. This guy's the GOAT.
Yo, two rail.
100, bro.
Back up right.
I don't know what to say. What do you want from me, Jake? What do you want?
I'm watching over mid. Two guys crossing.
What's the request? How many clothing items am I taking off on broadcast? Legend with 2 on the feed. S3. Lead gonna change hands right here off this pitch.
Came out dead end. Plan sweep, Jumbo.
Buy him onion rings.
Yes. I'm looking to drive right down.
Just keeping the game alive. You're killing it, man. Thank you so much.
Push him.
Here you go, bro.
Holy
shit.
Ready?
Well, he's gaining some respect on my side, though.
I think he's just saying trash.
APG is a big announcement tomorrow. All right, I'll keep that.
I'm trying to help you. man.
Could have got the appetizer. Jake was here Friday. The appetizer. That's our lunch money for the weekend, I guess. That's the Uber Eats money for Champ Sunday right there, Jake. Thank you, man. Let's pray SSG win for that 1K dono. I mean, my God. SSG win and we win, apparently. I'll keep that in mind, Jake. You're big killing it, man. You've already been so generous. Thank you, man.
Two guys PD also.
Jake is carrying Halo on his shoulders.
I'm dead in one shot.
He's carrying the strength of us.
Laundry stars. Laundry.
Watch out, laundry. Watch out, laundry.
Three.
Things I love to flourish. Wow, you're a good man. You're a good man. Thank you so much.
Walking two down bottom mid.
And I agree. I want the things I love to flourish too.
One shot, you guys, Jumbo.
I do love this community. It means a lot. It means a lot that you support me.
Yeah, be close weak.
Yeah. I mean, it's impossible to not have positive vibes hanging out with you guys, right? Like I come in with that mentality, but then you guys like mirror that and confirm that to me that we're on the right track. So we just keep the good vibes rolling, you know?
They're all one. ATM1.
It's a reciprocal, cyclical nature. You know what I'm saying? We're coming in max passion for DreamHack now. There's no stopping this, man.
ATM weak. Mighties. One shot benches and one's on Charlie.
Yeah, just jumped on my head.
Front C also cover here.
You're 17 in Diamond 2. How do I get signed by Optic? You're saying you don't want to be signed? You're 17. I would not worry about Optic as much as, like, if you want to get into competitive, I would align yourself in the right communities and whatnot. Like, look up Clutch Academy, get involved with maybe Halo Rec League or something. Find ways to get reps and to build your network so that you're still a young gun and you're in the conversations, you know. The next, like, 2 years are kind of critical if you do want to compete, but you got to make sure you balance it with everything else in your life. It's a risky move, especially Halo. Halo's a small community. Don't bring everything else by the wayside, right? Like, go to school or whatever other things you have. Like, I wouldn't give up on other opportunities until you know you've got something. Optic looked like they could lose, bro. They're down by 3. 4 now. Formal saying fuck audibly in the chat, in the comms. As the impatience is clear. Optic about to drop their first game to 0 tenacity and Slayer. 14, 15 games into this. Game 15. 44 to 48, down by 4. That's an easy cleanup. This is a winnable game, down by 3. Optic advantage stayed up, all 4, spacing on the map. Formal solo on P Street. They worried about PD splitting behind them. Yeah. Cool. Z10 likely all in C. They wanted to guarantee that they were all spawn C. I think they confirmed it. Tchik first to die. Tchik weak. Formal can win this fight. Backs up and finds it. 47, they're down by 2. They're down by 1.
Dude, one shot Mando.
49, Jimbo dead. Mighty's the only one alive back C. Formal living in the shroud. He doesn't know where the nades will come from. Mighty's at 49 all. 49 all. All 4 up on both sides of the map is just 1 kill is all they need.
No, we should push something like all of us.
Yeah, let's go right.
Legend calling they should push something.
Let's go right.
To the right. They're tripled up on right. Tripled up right side.
Push left now. Push left. Good timing. Push left.
Go.
Push left now, Legend says. Let's just one shot. He's got to back out. Sicko with the reach out. Sicko with beautiful shots. Puts them both on one shot. That might give Z10 an opportunity to push up. Camo in play, and Z10 have the advantage.
Watch out the
Camo soon.
Watch out PDF flute.
This is chaos, bro. Bounce alone.
Watch purple.
Formal trying to watch over bounce cross. They get out with camo somehow. That player, that's got to be their win. One shot on P Street. Legend's going to push that with camo. Legend using camo. Find the timing. The double shallowed. Legend kills Jimbo. Holy shit. 50-49. They ice it up from the depths, bro. Bound 6, 14, and 14. What was that stat line at a bound, bro? With over 2.0 assists over his kills.
Bank Club, thank you for the prime as well.
How did they get that camo? Yeah, bound a solo player on benches and good awareness at a formal and team to come back and make sure they're watching his shoulder. Legend takes advantage of the commotion to get the camo at center map and then slow plays it up P Street to guarantee the win. Icy close, bro. Yeah. I know I was talking a lot and talking over it, but if you listen to Legend's comms kind of trying to IGL the team at the end there was kind of cool, right? Very intense, but Legend saying they want to be the proactive team. So like we should push out a lane, right? So finding a lane they want to push and 3-stacking that one opportunity. When they got back down, they kind of pivoted, but
it was like it was even like it was a 50-50 basically.
Oh.
It was just a gunfight.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Alpha him?
I was gonna do. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna come in the smoke and try to kill me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, when Formal was in smoke.
That's why I was like, drive it over. I was scared.
Yeah, I got 5 the fuck out of me alive before that, dude. I thought he was gonna be like hot right there.
Thought I was gonna end it.
I thought he was just gonna close his shit out.
Formal, when he was in the shroud, I thought he was going to get naded because why not just nade the shroud? Formal can't see where any of that's coming from, right? So he could have just died in that shroud. That worried me. That's one of those make a call and take the win or loss. Exactly. It's a 50-50 type situation. Somebody's got to be proactive and make the call. And if they turtle up and play like, you know, they give up the space to the enemy, that could lead to their loss as well. So Renegade somehow manning this from top. Rockets coming out with 2 fights. Rocket collection, thrust in the back pocket here. And he'll burn that final rocket and guarantity it. Nicely done. 4 dead. Sadly living up to the 0 tonight.
Watch out, blue bear.
It's 14-0 right now. We're on game 16 with this Slayer.
Red flag also. Red flag on the. He's one shot on the podium. He's going window, one shot. Window. One shot rockets.
Nice, good shots, man.
Red window to BR now. Or, 2 guys, one Seeky, 2 red window. 1 Seeky, 2 red window.
Optic versus FaZe tomorrow? No freaking way.
One's on red Seeky.
Did you get a guarantee on that, Finn?
Backer flag.
I need a 100% confirmation. I'm excited.
I'm trying to spawn blue.
That was better than I expected. I thought the highest tier matchup we would get.
Here.
Like last SR was the last high tier matchup we get.
I'm fucking out.
Yeah, blah.
Nice
shot.
More windows, so.
From APG? If that's a trusted source right there. That's awesome. No problem, but.
Red window.
One shot beer.
One shot S2. Something about it.
Bro, losing that 50-49, that was the dagger. I'm not going to lie. Z10 had the advantage throughout that game. They lost it 50-49, and now they're just getting slammed. Getting slammed right now. This is Renegade's POV at a 19-7 off that opening.
Stop rockets 3 times.
I'm not sure, Sam.
Red mage.
I think they might be scrimming tomorrow. Chat was saying that I think it might be SSG, either SR or TSM. I can't remember.
Get out there.
Yeah,
Red maze, red maze.
Wait for the spawn.
I'm talking to elbow.
Come here.
Blue window, blue window, blue window.
Watch up blue beer. Watch up blue beer. Watch up blue bear, Frank, shit.
Chat, who in chat was saying SSG scrimming tomorrow? Is that happening?
Yeah, blue basement weak.
Rocket, rocket.
Blue basement weak still?
Ooh, I like this.
Blue beer,
John.
Renegade can hit the bridge with this rotate. Yep.
2 shot blue beer, 1
Yeah, cool, right?
One shot blue beer. One shot blue
There's an outer wall you can stand on, and then you jump across. You can hit the bridge.
On rocket,
Why did they play back-to-back Slayers? They finished all the OBJ game types, and at the end of that, they can choose if they want to play Slayer. It's up to the teams. Typically, pros will scrim out the OBJ game types primarily, and then sometimes they will play Slayer, sometimes they won't. So, Optic feeling pretty comfortable in this scrim, and Z10 asked if they want to play Slayer, so they're like, sure, why not? Let's get the extra practice. Optic phase tomorrow sounds dope, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, pyramid, blue pyramid, and
right
blue
before
maze
Dallas.
one shot. Blue maze
That'll
one
probably be
shot.
the last scrim they play.
Blue pyramid, blue pyramid. One shot,
Optic up by 12 now?
Walk around, walk around. He's down low, one shot, second, bottom mid.
They split.
Red elbow, Jimbo, red silver, Jimbo.
Legend cooking.
On the pillar, he's on the pillar. And bottom mid also, grass. Grass, bottom side.
Legend going nuts right now, bro. With another headshot in the feed. Spawners a blue elbow or back blue right now. They got pretty good coverage behind Renegade, occupying snipe to rocket elbow. Yeah, looking for a pinch and snipe to cave. They pushed out formal.
Yo, honey bound.
Renegade late in the timing. Somehow trades.
I'm bound. Let's go.
Yeah, one shot maze.
What do you think of Envy? They're looking real good online.
Spawner flag also.
There's still a question mark. I don't know where to place him, but online they show promise.
I'm going to target.
They're rocket shoot back.
Thrust just spawned. Renegade heard it. Yep, he's gonna get that.
It's
Good awareness on the sandbox, right? Throws the nade, well, keeping the sight line, dropping into the thrust pickup, and now he can use that to his advantage. Sick of dead here too. Pinch opportunity. Bad reload.
Red cave, red shoot, blue bear.
They cover John.
Up cat.
Not that it matters. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Yo, Renegade, when he did the jump nade, he jumped and he actually cut the sight line, right? Like, you don't want to nade and jump too much at the same time because you're committed to multiple animations. But when he jumped, he went behind the fin, like in front of him, and it kind of cut his sight line during the nade throw, and then using the thrust to outplay at the end of that. That was nutty.
He's definitely saying.
Yeah. Dropping Jimbo. Light work, bro. 48 out of 28. This is a stake. One more. Almost hit it. Wow, bro. Legend coming out with 2. Renegade, once again, putting the thrust to good use, right? It lets you make aggressive plays where you can zip out with the G-slide and then cancel it halfway through. Goes for the sticky nade and then sends himself right back to cover. Z10 are in... they must be in Texas. They're in North America, but they must be in Texas specifically. Yeah. 15-0 now. That was a stake. Pretty damn cozy way to end this out. I'm not sure if they're going to play anymore. Druk POV with TSM versus Trippy and FaZe. There's no Trippy, though. Mighty Meat. My God. I'm doing great, Mighty Meat. Thank you, brother. Welcome back. 4 months with the resub. This is the way. Yeah, I don't see a FaZe POV right now. Optic playing another Slayer. They must... feel very comfortable with the Z10 matchup. They're enjoying this. Yeah, Rice is an option too. TSM having a rough day today in comparison to their recent statistics. FaZe looking for 2 bomb plays. I think they just got it. No, it's down.
Okay.
2 fridge.
Formal plays this opening strat on Aqua often. Yeah, playing up P Street and then pre-nading the thrust and watching the opposite lane while his team plays aggressively.
Weak, P2.
Push the mics.
Jersey Mike's is a sponsor for Optic, I think.
One shot blue stream, absolute blue flag. Absolute blue flag. Absolute blue flag. Jimbo. Might spawn blue gen, guys. Might spawn blue gen.
Sin Anthem. Hold on.
I'm gonna go blue. I'm
Just
gonna go
good
blue.
Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
God.
Brother, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. No problem. Looking forward to it too. Who I got winning? Either Optic or SR. Beats, thank you for the follow.
Car one.
It's a 50-50.
Blue card right now, so we're gonna go out.
We were leading Optic for Arlington and they won it. I'm kind of in the same position for this one too. I'm getting like a bit of a vibe, man. Like this Optic team could, despite how good SR are, this Optic team might be icier land team. We'll see. I believe SR could take this, but the hunch I have right now is Optic might be in route for 2.
Gen's too weak, low right, Gen weak, Jimbo. One shot, car glass going out, Shrooms, one shot, Jimbo. One more blue flag, I'm pushing flag.
Well deserved if SR get it though. I'll be looking forward to that too. I'm at a point where it's I won't be unhappy if Optic lose. They already broke their curse. They started out the season strong. They get to grand finals. It's a W tournament. That's all I'm kind of looking for. Optic to get to grand finals. W tournament for me. SR win it, W. Optic win it, also a W. Norm, holy shit! 15! My God! Norm, you freaking goat. Oh, I see what you did. Did we drop? We dropped to 1585. And Norm, this freaking goat came in and brought us back to 16 hundo. Love to see it, man. Thank you so much. Total at 255 in the channel. You've been killing it, Norm. I hope you've been doing well. Heptito, Agent, You Boo Boo, Vapids, Hoaxer, let's go. Patty Biggins, Pat, Diffie, Forzum, Yocase, Big Rhonda, Solidified, Soupy Fat Gaming, and I don't want to chat. Wait, I don't want to chat. Get it later. What? Holy 7. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Watch out P2.
Warm is wild, bro. Warm's what? Warm's what? Thank you, Norm. Hope you're doing excellent, man. Let's freaking go. We're back at 16 hundo.
He went high, I think.
But because all of our subs are running out, we'll see how long we hold it.
One shot car one behind you guys.
Yellow P2 one from blue.
Maybe Philip, who knows?
In front yellow also.
Would I work in construction for 200K a year? That sounds like great money. However, I would want to do something I love, because then I'll be fulfilled. So I'd rather be here. And I think if I stay here and I keep building, then 200K is not out of my range, you know? I think I have a better opportunity to make money in this industry than I am.
I'm pushing blue gen, guys. I'm pushing blue gen, okay?
Current state of Halo is going to prevent that, but with the next Halo or whatever else is to come, who knows?
P2 check. Here's a BR P2.
There should be yellow first one.
Twice P2. They're straight.
If I wasn't passionate about this though, that's a good job. That looks awesome. I mean, 200K for, depending on what the job entails, that sounds great.
One shot yellow fridge, bro. Nice.
Yo, yellow fire on you, weak, sucker.
And then two guys there. Two guys yellow piece straight.
And card jump also weak. Like yellow card on me.
Hey, thank you, Bookus.
Yellow vent.
That's the thing. Is like I've been making Halo content for a long time for very little money. You know, if it wasn't for my family, I probably wouldn't be able to focus on it as much as I did. But seeing it finally pay off and loving the process, I'm happier now than I ever would be in any other job that had more security, you know? So I'm glad I've stuck with it.
Both.
Even though I know it's very volatile, and from 1 month to another, things are very different, but this year has been arguably the best year of my life, man. Just because things are starting to click in a way that they never have, you know?
Yellow flag.
Thank you, Lord.
First, maybe?
Why is he so insanely dominant, bro?
Blue flag, 2 of them. Going on P-door.
There's no hope in this.
Shooting blue flag, back blue flag. 2 back blue flag, 2 back blue flag.
Blue flag and card jump. Pushing me bottom mid, chasing me.
Two one shots.
He went yellow car.
One shot's back left. What the fuck? Back left. Back blue still.
The car one, Sabri, he's gonna be pistol.
Yellow flag. Check a weak point yellow.
Aw.
One shot, nice.
We have our moments for sure, Sam, but I appreciate you guys so much. We gotten emotional here too many times already.
P1 Jimbo weak. Push up P1 absolute Jimbo.
No problem, Irving.
Yellow fire weak.
2 yellow fridge. 1 spear 1. 0 P tunnel. Push yellow.
Remember. Pushing yellow, pushing yellow. Nice, good.
Nice.
Big plays, bro.
Sure.
Is that the end of it, or they keep going, man? This is looking like light work for Optic at this point.
Good job.
They're gonna, yeah, good scrim. They ended there 16-0 with 1 tie. Still not showing the progress that you'd like to see in Fortress Bomb. That's their biggest weakness right now. Forbidden CTF was a close one and something to watch out for. Their Forbidden CTF has been tough for them recently, but ultimately good scrim. Everything outside of that, they're looking very dominant, as you'd expect considering the seeding. Chat, between Druk and Precision, you know what? I'm just going to go Druk because this is earlier in the game. We're in Oddball Live Fire. This is FaZe TSM. I don't see a FaZe POV. At the moment, I can go look. We're going to watch Druk for this game and give you guys an update on the stats. We still got other Halo to check out. We're not done. Stop the count, throwing the towel. Yeah. Thank you, Isu.
That is just good Halo.
If I can go to Worlds this year.
That is just damn good Halo. My God.
Breezy with 3 months. Much love, Breezy. Welcome back. Let's go, bro. I'd be happy to meet you too, Vinny. I went last year. Don't be afraid to just say hi, by the way. Had a lot of people come up and say hi. I know I have like a resting bitch face, kind of. But I should be pretty open to chat with you guys. It's 10-3, FaZe versus TSM. We're late to this, bro. I thought we'd get a little bit more time. I didn't expect Optic to play 3 Slayers. So FaZe absolutely dominating in the scrim unexpectedly. And good looks out of them because they play Optic tomorrow, right? So if you guys missed this, obviously you can go back and watch it on my YouTube past broadcast. But apparently Optic and FaZe are playing tomorrow. And a good test for FaZe right before Dallas. 10-3 right now, TSM. Nah, I mean, he used to be on FaZe, Maverick. What's up, Ian?
Down, and not getting up. Active camo available. Everyone's gonna want a piece.
Formal with, or not formal. Druk with a casual 400 plus FPS. Looking for the 1v1 with Trippy. You gotta love how he's isolating that fight in B, right? He lived that exchange. It was a 1v1 that looked like it was going bad. Second player jumps in, but his ability to just work off that pillar and then get out as his team collapses. Man, he gets an overkill off the efforts of Druk. And that's so key to keep in mind. The subtlest movements can be enough to isolate fights and force those secondary players to do things like overextend or throw grenades, you know? Giving your teammates opportunities. Really got to have good sightline awareness. I said say hi? Oh, okay, hi. Oh, no, say hi at Worlds, bro. At Worlds. If you see me at Worlds, if I go. Correct, Pabs. Chat gave me the update. Apparently, shout out to APG for the intel. Excited for that. KCP Revenge Tour makes you warm and fuzzy inside. That's what it was looking like until today. FaZe have woken up. TSM beat FaZe in scrims just last week. Today is looking like the complete opposite. Now you're good, Ian. You can say hi. Only got 12 seconds out of that overkill. Yeah, OBJ missed for sure. And something TSM is usually best at is their efficiency, but not as much of a Slayer team. They, like Optic, they'll win scrims and get outslayed, but still win the scrims, right?
Hang on tight, Spartan.
Curious to see those Optic stats. Chat was saying that Formal was top Slayer with the best damage as well. Looking like some MVP numbers. Keep pushing. In my element. Here on the stream world of Halo. Thank you, Master Chief. That's fucking funny. Thank you, Master Chief, for confirming that I'm on the right path. Literally, Spartan117 himself in the chat confirmed it.
An ally has slain the carry. Active camo available.
This is a good opening for TSM. They just slayed the whole team. Druk taking a lot of unnecessary damage from the screens right there. Foul lighting him up, and now he might die quickly. Yep. Penguin going to push him out off that little opening there. Druk maybe not as prepared as he could have been for that A plat push. Where will Worlds be? It's always in Seattle, so I'd be very surprised if it isn't just in Seattle once again. I think they might have already confirmed Seattle Worlds. Just assume only one team between SR and Optic make grand finals. Who bumps them out of that game? Who bumps them out of... Wait, what do you mean? What? Phase out slaying bad this scrim. Foul with an like 1.4 KD. Good looks. Thank you for that. Yeah, like generally TSM are very OBJ efficient, and they do get outslayed in their scrims, I find. Optic had a similar story when they played SR just the other day. They 10 forward SR and they got outslayed by SR. But you know, the combination of phase winning plus dominating in slays, definitely something to note. No way! He's out of range to Clamber. Hoaxer in the chat with a thank you. What's up, Hoax? Big plays. Yeah, Norm popped off, man. 95 and count. Worlds is always Seattle, yeah. It has been for Infinite, always in Seattle. What team other than Optic or SR can make grand finals? Theoretically, any team in the top 4 has a chance of grand finals. Nemesis has a chance, and maybe TSM. But realistically, I don't think anybody except Optic and SR are going to get there. There'd have to be some big upset. You know, kind of big surprise. But, you know, let's see what SSG can do. Let's see what FaZe can do. They have the best chance of being that team. FaZe and SSG still have the best opportunity to upset. But I would consider it an upset, considering, like, just the scrim stats and the placements from the previous event. Truck just crossing the whole map with that one.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Dio's leak. Dio's leak, I think. Thank you for the YouTube follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Oh my god. Still got the trade at the very least. He had walked him down, and then a couple unfortunate whiffs there at a Druk. Made it a little bit more chaotic than expected. Soul Snipe and Talik gonna win the team fight, though. There's still a player occupying A. Druk spawning back tower lets him know that, right? So pushing out, clearing out Trippy quickly off his spawn. Taking advantage of this timing to get to rotate. No choice but to flip it out to pillars. And managing to give him the opening by shooting his way through. That was nice. A little bit of ball time here for Druk, but not sure how safe it is. Yeah, he's getting pushed out. I think he got pushed on two sides of C-Plat. FaZe a step ahead of TSM here. They flipped the map somehow, getting into Druk's face before the rest of TSM could back up. And they didn't play ball either, right? Surprising Druk, foul with some time, and now he can play it. Is it a casual Friday, or were there changes to the look sense? What are you talking about? This is what? Like about Druk's gameplay? It's like in Canada right now? Or is half the team... No, just Druk is Canadian on this team now. It's Victoria Day weekend. There was like fireworks yesterday. You know, some people were kind of staying up late and chilling. It's sort of like a holiday weekend for Canadians right now. Not that that means much, but there's no days off when it comes to being in this industry, except for like the off season. But Druk could be like, I don't know. Maybe he's been like, you know, slipping a little bit on the discipline. Should make an elbow holiday. Victoria Day, baby, yeah. You guys celebrate St. Paddy's in the U.S., right? There's so many random, like, days. St. Paddy's just like, it's a celebration of Irish tradition, I guess. We've got Canada Day coming up and 4th of July weekend. God bless Canada, or whatever the proper phrase is. Sure. Bro, suppress with your reaction shot. One of those situations where pre-nading out the lane just gave Suppress the info that he needed to hit a fast shot right there with the sniper. Just another excuse to drink. That's what it seems like. Druk having visa issues from Canada to US. Can't believe that. He was having visa issues, but not anymore. Why?
Hey, the sidekick.
Now that he's on TSM, I hope and believe that like they found a way to navigate around that. But with Pure, he like for a full year, Druk couldn't compete because of that situation, and somehow they worked something out that allowed him to play, you know, most of the events of last year, if not all. Why do these guys stream in the first place if they don't stream their comms? Kind of a good question. You know, why not give us the full experience? I think they recognize the value. Like, the community wants live streams. They want to see people's POVs. Pros, their priority is practice. They just want to practice more than they are worried about building a profile. I mean, even though that's important to them too. The comms is like the only source of intel that they can mute and nobody can have access to. So like if you VOD review, you can look at people's theater gameplay. You can see all of their strategies through theater, but you can't listen to their comms. So I guess the mentality is like, this is the one thing that we can hide from the competition, even though there's not like a ton that isn't known or can be gained, you know? The top teams know how to communicate. I doubt they listen to, you know, things like that too closely. Turn off the VODs, but it's like, we want to see, like, if we had no TSM VOD for a scrim, people be like, you know, people would be like, Druk, where's the stream? You know, Talik. There's a community of people that want to see these pros play. So they want to do something, usually, right? If you stream just comms, you get canceled. Oh, maybe there you go. There you go. They swear too much. Wow. 73 all with 2 minutes left in the clock here. Druk gonna find Suppress first. Thinking he's got an opportunity to push up off that damage, and his teammates rotate. Somehow he gets 2, though, right? Killing Trippy with the nade. 10 seconds to snipe. Played out in front of it. Big cleanup. Comes up with the trade. If he had somehow found a way to 3-shot, beat down that, might have been able to kill Foul. Knowing what callouts other teams say can make your comms better. I think it's more about like what kind of conversations do they have between games, and like do they have any strategy conversations, or what do they talk about when they're saying like if they point out things that they did wrong, or I don't know. You know, sometimes there's maybe a little bit of intel. I really don't think it'd be nice if everybody just went full out, you know, comms and gameplay. Throw a webcam in there too, you know, it'd be nice, but it is what it is. I agree, Baskin. Yeah. I mean, you got somebody like Nicewig in Apex who's watching scrims for multiple POVs. These guys have comms, they have webcams, and he's just jumping around to like, what, so many different streams at once. Same type of thing for me. We get a variety. Like sometimes Druk keeps just his comms. I've heard him just comm himself, but today, no. Formal's playing MM. Sparty with Complexity right now versus GenG. This actually is probably very close. Holy shit! That's the first thing we see? I can't even... I have to sub to clip that? Bull, bro. Just sub to his channel to clip that blaner he just hit. Sparty with an off-map snapshot. Playing GenG right now versus... Or with Complexity, Jesus. Only 720p for his quality. Yeah, Druk definitely doing work. It didn't come out to benefit them, though. Precision POV? Yeah, we can. Quality a little scuffed here, huh? They're 41 seconds away from closing this out and winning this game with GenG. Got him staggered as well. The ball was played. Might be able to get some time in to get a pull here. Druk joining his new game, right? They got a CTF coming up on TSM's POV. Origin CTF. This game almost being done. I'm kind of curious. Imagine the NBA never showed content. They would have... Yeah, I mean, there's different kind of, like... You know, in sports, I'm sure that there's more financial backing and incentive systems and structure behind how all that works to ensure that people are broadcasting their content and, like, you know what I mean? Like, esports is much more in its infancy by comparison. There's not as much, like, regulation and expectation for individual content creators. But it would be really nice if, you know, more of that happened. And I think Optic, you know, kind of paving the way a bit by showcasing more streams and by having their comms available more often than not. But, you know, at the end of the day, until it becomes a requirement, the pros are going to do what feels best for their practice, because that matters most. Excellent cleanup out of Sparty. Dropping Ryan. 3 seconds to close it out. Terrible connection, but Sparty with a victory lap. Spinning and sliding. Having fun, man. Precision POV with Piggy and Envy versus OMIT right now. Also an oddball. Also about to shut this game out confidently. Esports has been around for 10 years. Well, how long has sports been around? Frickin' 100 years? Longer. I guess the, you know, depending on how long it's been coverage. I don't know when was sports originally televised? Big 1v1 and ooh, Collect with the body shots. Is that what I'm seeing? Collect knows the game is over. Is he? Wait, what's going on? Actually, he's 360 spinning, shooting bodies and sandbagging in the long haul. I'm confused. His team has ball control. Mortally up from bottom, making to get traded. Here's Collect once again. Collect with the peaks under precision. Can he win the fight? They both with beatdowns. Collect takes it, and he's freaking bagging again, bro. Descending coming out with 2. That'll force a play ball. K is trolling. Sense is cracked. What's his sense? Precisions. $86 and counting. Still gonna have a play ball opportunity here. One push for OMIT will shut this down, but they're gonna get real close to winning it off this. 93. For sure, yeah. Optic definitely does good work with the, not just the scrims, but the content outside of that too. They have a lot of advantages. Like, they're all located together. They got the studio space and the finances to make that a reality. It'd be awesome if we saw the same thing for Shopify and the other orgs. It's just not. It doesn't really make sense. Like, that's a good win on an Envy. This has got to be a dominant scrim for Envy, but I haven't seen any sort of... Oh, here we go. OMIT and Envy is 10-2, bro. Envy is 10. Make it 11-2 now over OMIT. Druk and... Druk versus FaZe and TSM, sorry. Losing that. It's now 11-3 versus FaZe and TSM. This might be one of the final games in the scrim right here. Yeah, like, Envy's online performance gives me the indication that they will pull off upsets on LAN, but they don't have the same LAN track record to prove it yet, you know? But I definitely am way more optimistic about this team than I was about LG. LG were 5th seed, and they didn't win a single series. You know, things maybe just didn't work out, but that's always a possibility. I do think this Envy team will go farther, though. 1939, first televised sporting event, Summer Olympics. There you go. Thank you, Keith. Let me hit up Google real quick. Yeah, so the amount of time that they've had to, like, figure that out, on top of, like, just how, you know, normalized the whole process of sports have been for way before they were televised, you know? Like, radio sports. Radio sports was happening before that even, you know? Anyway, just saying, esports hasn't been around for very long. This whole industry is like, you know, the valuation of the industry was, you know, misunderstood, I think. Poured a lot of money into it without thinking about how they're going to get a return on their investment. And things have been kind of a struggle, I think, for a lot of orgs right now. But it'll level out, and I don't think it's going anywhere. Gaming as a medium is way too popular to disappear, so it's just a matter of, like, things pivoting in some way. Have an ESPN back then? Wow, yeah, be nutty. Could be the radio voice at HCS. Somebody give me a voice pack. Overkill. Kill-tacular. No, I don't even know. Selling a voice pack for $25.99. How about that? MLG deserves local channel funding. Gaming industry is $1 billion sales industry. If Gov gets us rugby and lacrosse, they should get MLG too. MLG? Or you're just talking about, like, MLG equivalents, right? Because MLG is not exactly around in the way that it used to be at all. You got Esports Engine is sort of the evolution of MLG, right? Shy-tacular. Optic played earlier. Their stat line is under my camera. It was 16-0 with 1 tie. Luscious. You can go back in my YouTube broadcast. You just arrow it backwards or, like, just go back to the start. You can see the Optic games. We watched... we missed 3 games. We watched everything else. 13 out of 16 matches.
This is the way.
KTA Reese. Sorry, Reese. My bad, bro. Thank you for the follow. Reyes? 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 Is that what I said? Reyes. Game battles is gone. Yeah. Things like that. No longer around. Ooh, I kind of like that at a Druk. He's standing on the slanted, like, there's a low slanted platform on the outer edge of rockets that, like, that props you up, and he hit a G-slide off it. So he could fly out front rockets to pick up off that damage. He died in the process, but that little raised platform on the right there, yeah, was enough for him to chow off of, which is cool to keep in mind. It sold to private equity to expand and ended up folding. I don't know the full story, but I know that Esports Engine is kind of the team that came from MLG kind of went over to that. It became Esports Engine in some capacity. It's a low demanding game. It's not well optimized though. Getting 400 frames like Druk is probably requires some pretty, like, specific optimization settings. Is it Balcole? Balloke? Balloke? Thank you, man. I'm just butchering these follows today, man. I appreciate them all though. Thank you guys. Blake. Oh. Okay. How does that turn into be Blake? Okay. Well, I'll take... It sounds good. Welcome, Blake. Today's been good. Yeah, Optic, they dominated today. They didn't lose a single game today, Grant. Versus Z10. We're watching FaZe and TSM. FaZe is looking real good versus TSM. They're up 11-3 right now. Druk, not watching his lane, getting it cleaned up for free by Falcated. Dying in the process, trying to work off the team here. That's going to give FaZe an opportunity to extend through the elbow, which Druk will probably look to, or Manny's there for it. Shut down Falcated on the extension if he does do that. Straight scamming. That one play right there was not ideal. Depends on the Victoria Day weekend grind, right? Probably ate some good food, stayed up late. Who knows? Maybe he was doing fireworks last night. Who knows? My God. They put him down, bro. Put him down hard. A lot of domination in the scrim stats today, right? The Envy OMIT matchup is not close. GenG and Complexity is probably going to be the closest matchup today, for the record. Do we have GenG POVs? We probably do. I'm going to check on the other screen. Actually, yeah. I don't see a Ryan new POV. There was breaking shot on earlier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nothing going on here. Carrot, what's good, bro? Weekend's been great. How you doing, man? Welcome. Key and Pio comedy skit where there's a... Wait, what? Everyone's name is Blake? Is Bloke? Okay. Lost me on that one. Spartan team coming out on top of this one, too. I thought this would be close. It's 8-1. Complexity over GenG. 8-1. Sparty getting some vengeance today, apparently. Envy versus OMIT is 11-3. So Complexity with the vengeance. We got dominant scrims across the board today. Druk just got off. So I guess that's done. Or it might be 12-3 final score. 12-3, yeah. Mind Freak 12-5. Or Ether, sorry, 12-5 Mind Freak. Be crazy. ABG announced he's making a team with Naden and who? Welsh? Are you just making that up? You're making that up. Cody, what's up, man? I'm doing excellent. Hope everything's well with you, too. This is the Optic Scrims. They outslayed them by what, like 200-300? Just about. Top Slayer in the lobby. Not formal. It was bound, right? Chat was saying it was formal. At the tail end of it, bound and legend squeaked in, but that's some pretty even-looking slice statistics. Optic fired on all cylinders. Renegade the only sort of outlier. Interestingly, Renegade having a rougher scrim, but he died way lower than everybody else. So maybe just somehow not as involved in the fights as Optic was this time around. Comes out with a high KDA, the highest KD, sorry, and KDA in the lobby because his deaths are so low. So, I mean, good looks regardless. Former with 164 assists, with 274 kills, just under the top slay. Top damage in the lobby by a landslide. Formal gets MVP, I think. Oops. 65 accuracy, highest accuracy stat. Actually, bound with the highest accuracy stat in the lobby, just narrowly. But I think when you put together the damage, assists, and kills at a formal, kind of occupies the most valuable player spot, I think, for the team. We're waiting the match for Sparty and Precision. We've got Envy's POV here. Wait, it might be done. I think it's done. Piggy just got out to play matchmaking. So that's over too. Complexity GenG on Sparty's POV is all we got right now. $12-3 Envy OMIT. Confident scrim. I think that was just somebody making it up. It's true. Ask APG yourself. What's the full team? Hate this game, man. See my friends making games over games when I can't get one in 1 freaking hour. Oh, yeah, that sucks, bro. Yeah, the speed of matchmaking in North America, especially during certain times in the day, is way better. It sucks. I can hit F5 to reset the web page. Good to know. I'll go up here and I hit it just in case. Envy coming out with a dominant Slays advantage, right? 620 assists. Good looks there. Top Slayer in the scrim today. Precision with 305. This man definitely putting the stats up, right? And confirming it on stream, too. So good looks out of him. Highest accuracy in the lobby as well. Not the lowest deaths. Definitely doing work in that category. 175 assists out of Yaxon. Good looks out of Yaxon. With a lot of kills to his name as well. In the damage department, Descendant coming out with the most damage. The 3 of them with incredible amounts of damage, right? Good looks out of Envy. Very curious to see what these guys can do come land. They're doing damage, and the vibes seem to be pretty immaculate between the teammates. We had that, or Eli had the interview, the podcast with them, with Descendant just yesterday. And it seems like they're in a good headspace. And there's good chemistry with the team coming into the tournament. Try the new Ninja Crispy gadget? No, what's that? Is there an event where I will be? Most likely Worlds. If I choose one out of all of them, we went to Worlds last year. You guys might have to help me out with getting there. Or if I can find some way to work with somebody. But I think Worlds is my best bet. If it makes sense. Tried to play yesterday from USA and searched 15 minutes without getting a match, just logged off. Make sure you do things like resetting your search and changing your parameters to expanded. Maybe resetting the app. You know, that's kind of a pain in the ass. But little things like that could help you out with getting a faster match. $24-hour Shy stream? Nah, bro, imagine. Phase 12-3'd TSM. OMIT was 12-3'd by Envy. Optic 16-0 Z10. And right now it is 8 or 9-1. I think it's 9-1 Complexity versus GenG. Everyone dominating or getting dominated in scrim overall, like our, you know, final scrim score, I guess. The individual games, I'm not sure how close they are. Enjoy the Optic scrim. You were the first one here. You're bragging. You're out now. All right. First one in, but not the last one to leave, Vinny. And not a real one, bro. Not a true fan. No, I'm kidding. Imagine. It's going to guilt you like that, bro. I might be getting off, too, to be honest. I have to have dinner with the family. This is still going, but it's being delayed. This party's quality is a little bit low today, too, on 720p, with no comms. What I could do is send it to Sparty. Who's live right now? I checked the Optic scrim stats. Yeah, Formal had significantly more damage. He had the most assists in the lobby, and he was right behind in Slays. APG's looking at it right now. I guess he got the raid from Optic. Do we send him the viewers too? Let's give this guy like a massive amount of viewers.
I was watching like
APG's doing a review of the stats for Optic, and apparently we got Optic versus FaZe tomorrow. If you guys are just tuning in and you kind of missed the scrims, you can go back watch it on YouTube. We're going to be checking out Optic FaZe tomorrow. Definitely won't be missing that. But yeah, I think I'm going to sign off early. Maybe a gameplay grind tomorrow as well. Try to get a good sleep tonight and some dinner with the family. Let's give APG some love on Twitch. Let's see him hit like 600 viewers. I think we could do it. We need just under 200. 151. Sounds good, Vinny. I'll see you there, man. Thank you, Carrot. Will do. I appreciate you guys. Insane stream today. Insane donos, bro. Jake L coming out like a goat, man. Much love, guys. Go give APG some love, too. Give him a follow if you don't already. On YouTube, Vinny, Gordon, Mac, Artie. Have a good night. Thank you guys for hanging out. Peace.